Hi, Seven. Oh wait. My shine timer's not open. There we go. Okay. Hi, Seven. Hi, Jackalope. How are you? How's it going? Welcome to stream, friends. There we go. Okay. Hi, Como. How are you? Happy Friday! How are you, Seven? Welcome. There we go. Okay, I'm set up here. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well too. I'm doing good, Como. I'm having a decent Friday. I'm Swellzabelle. How are you, Jay? I'm doing good, Seven. I'm doing good. Today was not a bad Friday at all. Not a bad Friday. I'm happy to be home now, though. I'm happy to be home. I'm happy that, I'm here. And we're gonna play Ace Attorney today. That's really exciting. I'm very excited. Matt has been saying a lot that this game is very good, so I'm excited to start finally playing it. Yeah, exactly. There is no place like home. There's no place like home. Yeah, so I'm super excited. Today will be a nice chill stream today. I don't know if we'll get a lot of people coming in on stream, so yeah, it'll be fun. Matt will be here. Very exciting. And yeah. Did you see the direct, Jay? I did, Warlock. I did see the direct. I'm very excited about it. The direct is very, very good. I was thinking of you, Jay, during the direct. It was a direct that was made for me. Like, legit, like, 7 games that I was so excited for. Like, you know when you watch a direct, you're like, oh, this game looks interesting, maybe I'll check it out. Or like, oh, this game is up my alley. No, there were 7 games where I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. It was very exciting. Exactly! The only thing that was missing would have been Ace Attorney. And that would have been, like, that would have just, like, I would have died. I would have actually died. It is the weekend at last, Jackalope. It's true. The weekend is at last. We got AI, an AI spin-off game. We've got Tamagotchi. We've got Tomodachi Life. And we got... There was one more. Oh, Rhythm Heaven. Chat. That direct yesterday, like, I know a lot of people were not happy about the direct yesterday. I was super freaking excited. Like, I was the happiest I could have been. I was surprised so many of the games are releasing late 2025 and 2026. I'm surprised about the 2026 games because, like, isn't the Switch 2 coming out this year? Like, I know it's cross-compatible. Hi, Phoenix, how are you? Grand Bazaar remake. Ooh, so Phoenix Foxtrot loves Grand Bazaar. Look at that. Yeah, the people at Nintendo, like, they know what the people want. Tomodachi Life made me almost fall out of my chair at work. It was so exciting. Like, legit, the most exciting thing I have experienced. Like, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this is, like, really a thing. I can't believe this is happening. I was so excited. They're still gonna port to the Switch 1 for you, you're saying? That's good. That's good. Nintendo is one of those companies that's always backwards compatible for a long time, which I can appreciate. I can appreciate that. You know, good for them and good for us, because that's very good. That's very consumer friendly. So, yeah, I'm excited. Matt and I will be talking about AI probably at the beginning of stream here. whenever he comes in. So, yeah, I'm super excited about it. I spent way too much money on 2 games the last few days. What'd you end up buying, Warlock? They had those Pokemon Bank servers up for a long time. That's true, they did have Pokemon Bank servers up for a long time. So that's what gives me hope that Nintendo will have, like, they'll keep cross-compatibility of backwards compatibility for a long time. Like, Switch 2 is going to be fully backwards compatible. Probably, they'll do what they always do, is, like, the first generation of the new console, they're like, it's cross-compatible. I think Switch is the only thing that isn't backwards compatible, obviously, because the Wii U had discs and the Switch had cartridges. But, yeah. Should I buy Nirvana Initiative, Jay? 7, have you played the first one? I have the first one, but I haven't gotten around to playing it yet. If it's on sale right now, which I think it is, 7, you should buy Nirvana Initiative. Because once you play the first one, you're going to want to play the second one. That is how good the first one is. Splatoon 3 catalogs are set up to keep going for like 100 years! That's insane. That's crazy. As Fox, that went to lots of farmer markets with my grandma as a kid. I loved settling my stuff at Weekly Bazaar in the DS game. Aw, cute! I love that. Scarlet and Violet on Switch 2 and still have it lag. Can you imagine? Here's a hot take, chat. I think ZA is gonna be hot garbage. It looked like hot garbage in that direct. Not gonna lie, it looked like hot garbage. And so I'm like, we'll see. Chug chug. Yeah, 7, you should get Nirvana Initiative. If it's on sale, it's usually on sale for like, it goes pretty cheap. I bought it full price personally because I wanted to buy it at launch. But it goes pretty cheap. WWE 2K25 for the PS4, which was $149, and Like a Dragon Pirate in Hawaii for $110. $110! Oh my gosh. There's also my favorite Minecraft character, Minecraft guy. There were so many interesting, like, game drops this year. Like, that Minecraft Ghast lore is kind of crazy. Also, isn't there, like, a McDonald's thing with Minecraft going on right now? I don't know if that's in Canada, but that's, like, a thing that's happening. Pokemon games are for kids, so my expectations for them is silly, fun adventure. And if it hits that bar, then everything else can crap in those games. I think there is a standard, though. There needs to be a certain standard with Pokemon games. And that it needs to be functional. And if it can't be functional, then what are you doing? Oh, they're both special editions. I see, Warlock. The baby cats they're adorable. It's so sad, the lore of Ghasts. Like, they cry to keep their children safe. Like, that's, like, messed up. That's super dark and messed up. What the hell? If that's what it looks like at launch, and ZA will be pretty disappointing, but I'm praying to get their act together before launch. That's the thing, Jackalope. I don't think they're gonna get their act. I have zero expectations for ZA. Like, there was it looked like it was gonna be super buggy. It looked like it was not gonna be fun. It looked very, like, I have no hope. Jay, did you see the green creeper milk they released? I did not, and I don't know if I want to see it. Green milk kind of creeps me out. My friend was playing Yakuza Pirates in Hawaii. It looks really fun. Oh, there you go. ZA Game World seems smaller than Legends Arceus. I think it is. I think it's smaller. So maybe it's got that going for it. But, hi Aether, how are you? It does look a bit unpolished. Yeah, it looks very unpolished. In that state, like, I have no hope. I'm not gonna buy it on launch. Yeah, creeper milk. What the hell, Warlock? What is creeper milk? Oh, the surprise drop of Witchbrook. That Witchbrook looked really good. I'm very excited for... Witchbrook was one of the games where I was like, oh, wait, I'm actually super interested in this game. So I'll probably pick up Witchbrook. I probably won't stream it, but I'll play it on my own time. Most excited for Witchbrook? It looks really good. I'm actually super, super hyped up for that. So, oh, here. We're gonna switch to this one. No VTuber today. Or not VTuber, no Facecam today. Just VTuber. So, Witchbrook looks super cute. I'm excited that it's multiplayer, which is super interesting. I'm very excited about it. I'm going to quickly make sure that there we go. That it is cancel. Make sure that the audio properties are good. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Kaya likes Witches a lot. Kaya, I think, would like it. I only just started playing PLA a couple days ago, and so far it seems good, but looks better than ZA based on the trailer, which is kind of funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Legends Arceus was very good. I haven't bought it personally. Oh, Otter, I just noticed you were here. Hi, Otter. But yeah, I don't know, chat. ZA looks... I wish you could see my face right now. It's just disappointing. It's just disappointing. That's all. But, chat, let's talk about the real star of the show. Well, there's two real stars of the show. Rhythm Heaven. I am surprised that we got a Rhythm Heaven game. It seems like, I legitimately thought that Megamix was going to be the last one. I thought Megamix was going to be the last Rhythm Heaven game, and that was it. And we're just gonna have to accept the fact that Sunku is very ill. And, you know, that's, like, I was ready for it to be the last one. I was not expecting Rhythm Heaven at all yesterday. And when I saw it, I, like, legitimately cried. I was so excited. Should email Domino's and ask them to add Canadian bacon as a topping option for pizza, because I want to try, but I refuse to get it from Papa John's. Boycotting. Good for you, Aether. Do it. Do it. You should. Everyone will just have to use the Pokemon game money for Grand Bazaar instead. True, Phoenix. It's true. Support other games. Support games that are actually polished and not released in the state that Scarlet and Violet are in. There's my boycott. It's like, I want polished and non-buggy games. That's all I feel like that's not a lot to ask for. For a full-price game, that's not a lot to ask for. They said you can probably play with your eyes closed, and I was thinking, J reference! Do you think they watch my streams? There's no way they don't watch my streams! I feel bad for the workers at Game Freak having to make a new game every 2 years. I also feel bad for the workers at Game Freak. It's so funny, because the Japanese equivalent of Glassdoor, basically, for those that don't know, Glassdoor is a company in North America where you can anonymously write reviews of the place that you work at. So you can write like, oh, they're super great, or oh, they're actually really terrible. There's an equivalent of that kind of website in Japan, and Game Freak has very bad reviews on their Glassdoor equivalent website. Like, apparently, it's everything you would expect of a bad studio, right? Like, working overtime with no extra benefits. Crunch is happening all the time. There's never a time where there isn't crunch. Workers are super unhappy. Turnover seems to be very high there. And it's just like, man, that is a company that makes $1 billion every year. Over $1 billion every year. And they have a game studio that is that crappy. Like, that is eye-opening, you know? And so I'm hoping that maybe they'll fix their issues and hire more people. It's just crazy that they are the size that they are, and they haven't upscaled as much as they should. Anyway, I don't really want to talk about Pokemon anymore because it makes me angry. It makes me angry. It makes me sad. I want to talk about Rhythm Heaven and how Rhythm Heaven is... I can't believe that it's a game, chat. I can't believe it's a game that exists. It's very exciting. For those that don't know, Sunku, who is... Okay, I got into an argument on, not Twitter. I got into an argument on Reddit, I think it was. Yeah, it was Reddit. Where someone was like, I'm surprised it took so long because Rhythm Heaven is a popular franchise. And someone said, oh, like, Sunku is, like, really sick. And like that's why they couldn't make a Rhythm Heaven game for a long time. And the person replied back and was like, you know, they can just make a new Rhythm Heaven game without this one person. And I got into an argument where, like, imagine, like, you know how Smash Brothers is Sakurai's baby? Like, yes, Smash Brothers has a team of people behind Sakurai, but it is Sakurai's game. Like, Smash is Sakurai. Without Sakurai, there is no Smash. It's the same thing with Rhythm Heaven. Like, Rhythm Heaven is Sunku's game. Like, yes, there is a team of people that work on the game. It's not just Sunku who works on the game. But there is no Rhythm Heaven without Sunku. And so it was just like, it got me really heated that like they were like, Sunku is replaceable. I'm like, no, he's not. That man is a national treasure and we should protect him at all costs. And so I got into basically an argument of like, how dare you say this about our friggin' grandpa, you know? Like, how dare you? How dare you say that? It was so freaking rude. My god, it makes me angry. So, yeah. For those that don't know, Sunku is the main producer of Rhythm Heaven songs, and the Rhythm Heaven franchise. And, my crash outs are funny! And in 2015, Sunku was diagnosed with cancer in his throat. And so he had to undergo surgery to remove the cancer in his throat. And he could not sing for like over 3 years. He couldn't sing. And like as a musical person, you know, it'd be very difficult to sing and make music if your throat literally had cancer in it. And so for a long time, Sunku was just really ill. There were rumors and reports that he was literally bedridden for like 6 months or something like that. And so I legitimately thought that we were not going to get a Rhythm Heaven game ever again. I legitimately thought, I was like, Sunku is like, they will not make another Rhythm Heaven game without Sunku. Like, knowing Nintendo, they wouldn't do that. And so when I found out about this news about Sunku, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I kind of resigned myself to like, oh, I guess we're never gonna get another Rhythm Heaven game again. So when I saw that yesterday and I heard that Sunku produced the majority of the songs, I was like, wow, that's really exciting. So, yeah, and it sounds like he also has, like, he worked closely with the other songs that he didn't produce. And so I think that's really cool. It sounds like he's like ready to pass the torch down to someone else kind of deal. So I thought that was really exciting. Hi Frisk, how are you? Welcome. Happy Friday. Yeah, it is tragic, 7. It is super tragic. It's just like, man, I thought, yeah, like I couldn't believe that like it was so sad. It was like, oh, man. Oh, chat, I also cried during the direct yesterday. It wasn't for, it was like sad tears. It was so... Okay, chat, do you recognize how old Miyamoto is getting? Like, when he showed up at the end of the direct, and I saw his gray hair, I burst into tears. I legitimately burst into tears. Because I'm like, oh my god, Miyamoto's getting old now. Like, there's no way! There's no way! Like, Miyamoto is not allowed to die. Like... It just hit me of like, wow, we're getting older. We're getting older. Like, the heroes that I'm looking up to are getting older. Like, it just made me so sad. And so I was crying throughout the end of like the direct yesterday because I was like, and I was just like, oh, this is super upsetting. When Tomodachi comes out, you aren't gonna see me for a year. I'm gonna be streaming Tomodachi Life every single week. Like, it will be my new Animal Crossing. He'll see his Zelda movie hit the screen, that's fair game. I honestly, like, Bowen, I think that's it. Like, he's just gotta live long enough to see Zelda on the big screen, and then, like, he can rest, you know? Like... I want to start building my competitive Pokemon team challenge, the video game clerk at the mall, and get 25% off a deal for beating him in a Is that a deal, actually, Jackalope. That's actually really cool. Whoa, you go, big guy. Wubba dubba dubba, is that true? Pose for the fans! Rah! I'm super excited, chat. I'm super hyped up. Rhythm Heaven's gonna freaking win at life. I'm gonna play Rhythm Heaven every Friday. Like, that's gonna... You're gonna start seeing Jay Kirsten streams for, like, 4 days a week. Monday, Fire Emblems. Probably by that time, I'll be playing Zelda again. Wednesdays, Pokemon. Fridays, Rhythm Heaven. And then Sundays is Tomodachi Life. That will be the stream schedule. There's some nerds that run the store and they're very interesting. That's really cool, actually. That's cool that they offer a discount like that. Jackalope, you gotta hop on that shit. You gotta hop on that. Because, like, that is a good deal. That is a super good deal. I'm super excited. It's like, yeah, it is. Like, I was about to say, it's like an IRL gym battle. Do you get a badge? They should have badges to give out for that. Didn't you beat Fire Emblem, though? I did! But we're playing Fire Emblem Echoes starting on Monday. We're playing Fire Emblem on Echoes starting on Monday. So, I'm very excited. It'll be a fun stream because I'll be having... Well, one guaranteed special guest, and the other special guest, I will ask him when he comes on stream. I will ask him when he... I actually haven't asked him yet. So, there's that. You know. Funny how much joy the Direct gave most of the people, and the best announcement for me was I can rent my friends' digital games for 2 weeks. That's exciting. That... You know what? It's like Steam family sharing. It's like Steam family sharing. Ooh, bot! 7, there's a bot! That's crazy. We haven't had a bot... I haven't had a bot round these parts in years. Get him. Get him, 7. That's crazy. I legit haven't seen a bot on my channel in a really long time. That's crazy. Yeah, obliterated. 7's like, I got it, Jay. I've never seen that website, streamboo.com. Remove space. Interesting. Whenever I bought Shield at the store, the cashier said I could get 25% off any other Pokemon game. I'm going back to Emerald as long as I beat him in the battle in Shield. Oh, there you go. Interesting, interesting. Going back to Emerald? What do you mean Emerald? Like, if like, it sounds like as if you can, like, challenge them to Emerald. Like, you can challenge them to Emerald, or Gen 4, or Gen 5, or Gen 6, or Gen 7, or Gen 8, or Gen 9. God, yeah, okay, that's what I figured. That's what I figured, Jackalope. That makes sense. That makes sense. Going back to Emerald. Emerald was a good game. I liked Emerald a lot. Not as much as Sapphire, which is odd, but, like, that's because nostalgia. Nostalgia wins hard for me. It goes very hard for me. If you got a nostalgia factor, I'm there, you know? I'm there. So, there's that. So yeah, chat. We're waiting on Matt. Matt will be joining me for stream today. And then we can ask Matt he has a lot of opinions. Matt is a very I have an opinion kind of guy. And so we can ask him what he feels about the new games coming out. If they got a copy of Gen 3 at Odafest, I might buckle. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive, Bowen. It's so expensive. You know what I hate? I hate that those games are so expensive now. It makes me legitimately angry. Like, no wonder people pirate games. Like, if I have to spend 150 doll hairs on Pokemon Emerald, a game that came out like 20 years ago, I might as well just kill myself. Like, no wonder people pirate games. Therefore it's an inferior game, true. I love the female outfit in Sapphire and Ruby. It's exciting. All those old games are entirely useless to me, though, since I don't have the device that uses them. The Emerald Common is 200 doll hairs. Jesus Christ. That's what I mean. Gonna have all the election money. Oh, true. You'll be working the polling cycle. You'll be working, Bowen. That's exciting. Yeah, I am very like, I love my retro games, but I'm so upset about how expensive they are these days. Like, I would love to get, you know what I want? I want a physical copy of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I don't have a physical copy of those games, but they're expensive now. I have Sun. Sun is the one that I have. I don't have Moon. I have Sun. But I want a copy of Ultra Sun. I just don't have it. I never bought it because I hated the first 5 minutes of Sun. Sun is a game stream, or Sun is a game chat that I'm not excited to stream. I'm not excited for it. So we'll see. We shall see. Hi, Kind of Pie again. How are you? Look at that Makar emote. So cute. I love Makar. Old Pokemon games that came out. Did they really come out in 2017? That's crazy. I despise Sun and Moon. I love Sun and Moon. Ooh, Kind of Pie. We got 2 dissenting opinions in chat. Okay. I think it's because I played Sun and Moon when I was starting to get over Pokemon, and it didn't help that Sun and Moon had a really long tutorial. That tutorial in Sun and Moon is brutal. It is so long, and that made me be like, I think I'm too old for Pokemon games. And so that's when I stopped playing Pokemon. There was a generation of Pokemon, and it was Sun, Ultra Sun, X and Y, and Let's Go. Like, that generation of games, I stopped playing Pokemon. And then I started to get back into it with Sword and Shield, but Sword and Shield was still bad, and so I never finished it on stream. And then I started playing again with Scarlet and Violet. The most wordy Pokemon games? I think so too. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came out in November. Wow, it really came out in 2017? I'm feeding my Pokemon beans and petting them. Cute. Did it really come out in 2017, Jackalope? Damn, that's crazy. That was so long ago. So, I'm willing to give, like, I also did not like Pokemon Black. Pokemon Black, I also did not play. I played maybe the first 2 minutes of it, and I was like, this isn't for me, and then I stopped playing it. But now that I have played Pokemon White twice, I think it is the best 2D's Pokemon game. I do think it's very high up there now. It's very sad that they went to 3D after this, because I firmly think that ever since they switched to 3D graphics, I think it's all gone downhill. I like feeding my Pokemon. Oh, I read that from Como. I skipped Black and White when they first came out. I think I also skipped Black and White, but I bought them eventually before they went like crazy expensive. Because I was like, I'm going to play these eventually, and I never did. Pokemon looks nicer in 2D. It does! Watch it like Sun. That's what I'm saying, Bowen. Like, maybe I'll actually like Sun now that I've, like, more time has passed. Because I've had the bottom of the... Like, once you taste the bottom of the barrel, and that is Sword and Shield, like, it's only up from there. Like, legitimately, that is the bottom of the barrel. I wish the mainline Pokemon games took on more heavy themes. That's why Gen 9 was better than previous gens story-wise. I wish, like... One thing that I wish they hit upon is the Pokemon War. They have alluded to there have being a Pokemon War since Gen 1. Lieutenant Surge is literally an army veteran who, like, battled in a Pokemon War. Where is our Pokemon War? I want that shit. Where is that? I want a darker... Pokemon game. Give me dark theme Pokemon game. Give me, like, you have to eat Pokemon to survive. Oh, Matt's in the VC. Hold on. Let me drag Matt in here, because I'm sure Matt has opinions. Hi, Matt!
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We're talking about Pokemon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I tuned in the past couple minutes.
Oh, okay.
Some interesting opinions. I was gonna say, like, you said you played like 2 minutes of black, and then I was like, all right, hold on a second. And then you were like, now after playing white twice, I'm like, okay, all right, you're good. You're good.
We're okay. We're still friends. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Matt's here, chat. Matt is here.
Hello, chat.
To Ace Attorney it up with us. Oh, I should start the game. We were talking about the direct, Matt, and I wanted to hear your opinions. What were your opinionados?
I definitely have some opinions on that direct. Number one, I know everyone else is excited about, Rhythm Heaven, Tamagotchi Life. What got me most excited, though? AI 3.
AI! I figured.
Very cool that was in a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Although that game is, I am very confident now that game is not AI 3. It's like AI Gaiden.
Oh, you think it's like a spin-off kind of deal?
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be like a 15, 20 or so hour game.
Okay.
But it might set up an AI 3.
Ah, now there's a theory, chat. Oh, Matt, hold on. Your reactive thing isn't working, and I can't figure out why. Give me a second, and I'll fix that.
Okay. I am excited for Rhythm Heaven, of course.
Yes.
I'm a Rhythm Heaven fan. Tamagotchi Life, I played the original when it came out. Not exactly like my thing. Like I played it for like like a month.
Yeah.
With Animal Crossing. I'm not super big into simulation. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it myself. It'll probably just depend on how I'm feeling at the time.
Okay.
Because I think I'll get more enjoyment out of watching like other people play it.
Okay. I see that.
You or like Zamir, like one of my other friends. Play
Yeah.
It,
I see. I got you. I see. Chat, how come Matt's not working? Why is his thing not working? What the frick? Okay. I'm fixing it, Matt. Don't worry. Keep talking. I'm gonna fix this.
Honestly, besides those three things, I forgot most of the rest of what happened in that direct. Oh, the virtual game card thing, I think is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, that thing's cool.
As someone who will probably never be using it. Because because my friends are not getting any virtual game cards from me.
You know what, valid.
I don't buy anything digital. But I think it's a very cool consumer-friendly feature. So I'm glad they're doing it. It's kind of like I think I came in right when you were talking about it, actually, because you were talking about Steam Family Plan.
Yes. Oh, I got it, Seven. I got it. Thank you.
And I think that, I think that's why this was made. Like, the Steam Family Plan is already, like, so good.
Yes.
That, like, I think I'm glad we're having at least a couple things happen in the industry now that are more consumer friendly instead of less consumer friendly. Like everything else that's been happening has been like anti-consumer.
Right,
this is a good pro-consumer move.
True, very true. Chat, I don't know why my reactives aren't working. They're just not working. So hold on. Save me untold hundreds. True. Okay. Maybe
also, hi, Como.
Como's here. Why is this not working? Like, I see me. Me's here. But where is Matt? You know what? I might just have to put up a PNG of Matt. Maybe.
I'm invisible.
Yeah, you are invisible. Okay. Matt, I want to hear your Wait. Okay, I want to hear your theories of the new AI thing without spoiling in case people want to play AI. Like, do you, okay, here's my main thing. Do you think it's canon? Do you think it's canon to the timeline? Yes. You think it's canon?
We'll have to see about that.
Okay.
But from what they've shown, did you read into anything about like that or any of the extra info that came out after?
I have not.
Okay, because the one thing they confirmed that made me very interested.
Okay.
Is that it does not take place after AI 2.
Oh.
It takes place in between AI 1 and AI 2.
What?
Yeah.
That's like a week in like
yes.
their. Oh my! No way.
The press. We're not 100% sure if the press release is accurate or not. The English press release says a day after the resolution of the new Cyclops serial killings.
What?
The Japanese press release, when people translated that, I think said something along the lines of like, on a day after then, or something like that, where it's like it's not completely clear, like if there was a mistranslation, and like it like either it actually takes place a day after the end of AI 1, or it takes place just after AI 1 at some point. But again, like, you know, knowing what we know about the timeline with AI 2,
right,
that would only be like a week.
Right. Okay, that's confusing.
I don't know exactly. I don't know. I'm gonna have a lot of questions about that game until I get it in my hand. You know, because like the we're so back, it's so over meter is like fluctuating.
All right, I shared my screen with you, Matt.
I'm on.
Okay, cool. Okay, chat. Haven't played 2 yet. That's why Date is like that. Yeah, you got to play 2. You got to play 2. 2 is very interesting.
It's a game.
It's a game. I think I've fluctuated a bit on AI 2. Like, you know how I've told you about my feelings about it previously. Wait, do I continue?
No, you have to back out because you're still in Investigations 1.
Oh, there we go. Prosecutor's
Finally,
Gambit.
It's time for Peak.
Peak! Exciting. I think I've come around a little bit on it. Like, I think that's my nostalgia speaking, though.
On AI 2?
Yeah. Like, I think I enjoyed the thought of it a lot. I think part of it's because you were there. And, like, that's a fun time. And, like, but, like, yeah. Time to lurk then. Have a good lurk, Bowen. Ooh, chat. There's a plane. A landing plane. Wow. Just listen to that crowd. Welcome, Zengfa. Welcome, Mr. President. Is this why I had to play the first game and couldn't skip it? Oh my gosh. Hi, Sam.
There are some references.
Okay. Honored friends and allies, I'm here. Oh, it's going too fast. I can't read out loud that fast. Why does it do that? I hate that. Oh no. You have our utmost gratitude. However, friends, do not forget the battle against evil rages on. Sounds like a... He looks like a lion. Oh my goodness. No! Ah! Chat, can you hear the game? Is it too quiet? It's a little quiet for me. I'll turn it up a bit. Well, you mixer. If anyone can solve this, he can. Oh, look! It's my boy!
Minute in where he's already aura farming.
Yeah, is the music quiet, chat? I can turn up the music a little bit. It's a little bit quiet for me. Gourd Lake. Hey, this is Gourd Lake! Okay. Wait, can I have open options yet? No, not yet. Okay. The views must be halfway around the world already. After all, it's not every day an attempt is made on the nation's president. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor. I came as soon as I got the call. The moment the phone rang, I didn't get to read that! What is up with the oh my god.
You have autoplay on.
I have autoplay on. Okay, thank you. I was like, what is happening? Thank goodness you're here, sir. Look, it's Gummy. It's Gumshoe. He's usually the one assigned to my cases. How is the president, detective? We still don't know, Mr. Edgeworth. The medics just boarded the plane a few minutes ago. I see. I hope he's alright. Then I suppose you better show me the scene of the crime instead. Right away, sir. Hey! I said hey! Hey, you! Ruffles! Ruffles? Oh? Hmm? Who's that? You're the prosecutor in charge of this here case, ain't ya? Want to give me your first impressions? Anything striking? He literally just got here. Like, come on. He just got here. I really like the characters in it more than anything else. That's fair, Como. That's fair. I like the characters of 2 as well, which is maybe, yeah, okay, now that we're talking about AI, I think it's interesting that there were no references to the AI 2 characters at all. And it's interesting that what's-her-face, Mermaid Girl, is in her mermaid outfit, because that is pre-time skip. So I thought that was interesting.
Yes. I mean, so another significant thing to say about this game, by the way,
okay,
about, not about this game, but about like the new AI game.
Okay.
Is it's confirmed that Uchikoshi, the you know, like the writer and director of the first game, and he didn't direct AI 2, but he wrote it.
Yeah.
And then he also did all of Zero Escape and all that. He's actually not the writer or director for the new AI.
Of that AI. Oh.
But he is supervising the script. Like he said, like, but there's a new guy who's writing and directing it. Has like no credits. So I'm very interested.
Oh, interesting.
Because on the one hand, you know, that makes some people nervous if they're like, you know, if they're looking for his style of writing, although he's still supervising, so it's not going to be like that far deviated.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if you're someone like me who is a little annoyed with how AI 2 was written, maybe this could be a breath of fresh air. It's a smaller scale story. That's what I liked about the first game.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested in where they go with this one. Like that's why the meter's fluctuating, you know?
Okay,
like, it could be him not being as involved could in the end be a good thing. You know, he's a good writer. It's just, I mean, from playing both series, I think his biggest problem as a writer, Uchikoshi's, is that he comes up with really cool concepts and characters for like a one-off, and then when he tries to make a sequel, he takes it like way too far. That's my opinion.
Okay, that's fair. That's valid.
Because I have similar problems with Virtue's Last Reward, and I mean Zero Time Dilemma is just a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
But and I mean, some people will crucify you for that opinion, like, because there are people who really like Zero Time or not Zero Time Dilemma. That game. there are people who really like Virtue's Last Reward.
Okay.
Me personally, I think it's okay. I think it's better than AI 2.
Okay.
But it still has the same problem where, like, I think 999 is a really good game.
Okay.
And then they kind of get scope creeped.
I see.
With the sequels.
Okay.
So I'm very interested in what the new guy's gonna write.
Okay.
For
it's
this
interesting
game.
he has no credits. Like, what did he do? Why him specifically?
I tried to look him up.
Okay.
I tried to look him up, and all I found is an IMDb page. With one movie.
Okay.
And that movie did get an 8.5.
Okay.
One movie in 2006, and then he was like lighting and stuff on like lighting electrical on another movie or like 2 other movies, and then credited as additional help in AI 1.
Oh, interesting.
I don't, but it's IMDb, so I don't know.
Right, it might not be updated. It might. Interesting. Okay. For those that aren't reading the text, the president got shot. He's taken to hospital, and we gotta find out who did it. So we'll go talk to this guy, I guess. Can I help you? You're one of the president's bodyguards, correct? Could you tell me how his security detail was arranged during the speech? 2 of our senior operatives were attached to the president. The rest secured the stage. Hi, Kea! How are you? This isn't our first rodeo. Anything suspicious in that crowd, and we would have spotted it right away. Well, clearly you didn't. I see. So the president's security was tightly orchestrated for the operation of his speech. Okay. Let's investigate further. We should speak with other witnesses and continue to look over the time screen. Ooh, what are you eating for dinner, Kea? You can't afford to leave any stone unturned. So that's how y'all go about it, huh? Sure, it's something seeing the pros at work. Care to share a little about what happens to that information once you get a hold of it? Bystanders. This one seems persistent. I can't afford to get distracted. Hey, Ruffles! I asked you a question, dang it! What happens next? Well, we'll put all the information together and try to find connections, right, sir? Detective! Aw, don't be so hard on the poor guy. So, connections, you say, and what next? Well, I guess you— Shut up, Gumshoe! Oh my god! It's Mr. Edgeworth's forte. He's a logic master. Okay, this is how we logic. Just a quick press of L and we'll be off the path of logic. Okay. President was shot at an event security. Connect. Ooh, a burrito! Ooh. You know what? I don't really like burritos, but I'm happy for you, Kea. Despite the president's tight security, the perpetrators still managed to carry out their attack, completely undetected by a contingent of highly trained bodyguards, no less. I know mean feat. This would have taken some serious planning. In other words, the assassination attempt was almost certainly premeditated. Yes. That's the stuff, Mr. Edgeworth. The old logic never fails. Indeed, all we need to do is find the right clues, then make the right connections between them. Make the wrong connections, however, and we'll only wind up further from the truth. Ooh, you deconstructed it because I don't really like to eat with my hands? Oh, that's fair, Kea. Yeah, I think for me, it's like, I don't like beans. Beans is like, icky. Let's get to this investigation started. Okay. Let's examine stuff. Okay, let's examine this thing. No. What? I was surprised at you, sir, but there's no mistake in it. The Steel Samurai— What? The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo, the popular TV show. Old, young, it doesn't matter. It truly has something for everyone. Beats me why they had a Steel Samurai balloon at a welcome party for— Because people love the Steel Samurai, apparently. Look how big that balloon is. It's so big. Am I looking at that correctly? Mm-hmm. Is it really that big?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why is it so large? It's a little odd, although now that I think about it, what better hero to represent our nation? Must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Oh, wait, oh my god, it's so big! It's huge! Jay,
you recognize that balloon?
I don't. Where is it from?
A balloon of similar origin was featured in Case 1-4.
Oh, I see.
Don't you remember Gordy?
Oh, Gordy! The freaking... Okay. The one where... That's the one where Old Bag was introduced, right? Is it that one?
No. That's the
she was
third introduced
one.
in 1-3.
1-3.
1-4 is the one on the lake.
Oh, this is the one with Lottie. With Lottie being introduced.
Yeah, Lotta.
Yeah, Lotta. I've been playing Inzoi. How are you enjoying it, Kea? Are you enjoying it a lot? What villainy could have befallen him? Witness says he popped right out when the gun went off, which would strongly suggest that a bullet struck the balloon. Okay. Looks like we got a case of cold-blooded samurai murder on our hands. This is sacrilege. I won't rest until the culprit has been apprehended. Detective, we cannot let this vile assassin escape. We won't, sir. You can count on it. Okay. Yeah, look how big that balloon is. I think there needs to be improvements, but it's in early access. I see. Oh, look, there's the bullet hole. Flag of Zenfa. The key motif is a blazing red phoenix. Wait, what's this? Something the matter, sir? You don't see it, detective? There's something unusual in this flag. Compared to the one on the other side of the stage, if you will. Well, that's beauty right there. Just look at it, flapping in the wind. It's immaculate. Exactly, which is how a flag should look. And yet, here we see a quite different picture. One thing in particular stands out, don't you think? The gunshot! Come on, Gumshoe. Get with the program. Have to move the cursor to the problematic spot and highlight the difference with X. Right here.
Take that!
Sadly, not a Sims killer IMO. Aw, that's too bad. Sims? EA needs to be knocked down a peg with Sims. Like, they need a true competitor. I'm sick and tired of Sims running the market and being all willy-nilly. Hi, welcome back, Seven.
Doesn't the DLC cost like $1,000?
Yes! Oh my gosh, Matt! Don't get me freaking started. And some DLC has DLC for the DLC. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. There's like, okay, the thing that I'm talking about, Matt, is that there is a pets DLC, right? And then there's another DLC for other pets, like rabbits and guinea pigs and shit like that. But you need the cats and dogs DLC in order for the guinea pig and other shit DLC to work. It's dumb. That's what I mean by DLC for the DLC. I'm stupid. And they're both full price, which makes it dumber than dumb. Makes me angry. It is a dog-eat-dog world. What's this? Oh, nothing. Anything else? Anything else? Doesn't appear so. We will go back. That is a huge balloon. It's so big. Okay, let's go here. They made pets stuff one free. Oh, they did? I'm glad they made it free, because that's bullshit. Same thing happened to me when I was a kid, right in the middle of public speaking contest. There I was, yammering away, when all of a sudden, earthquake almost jumped out of my skin. That sounds terrifying. Even the word earthquake makes me queasy. Well, were you listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were ignoring my little aside like always. Hello, sir. What is this officer here taking pictures of, detective? The wicked will be crushed beneath the righteous hammer of justice. Looks like he's reading off these papers here, Mr. Edgeworth. Pro speech tips number 3. Speak slowly and confidently to win your audience around. Hey, this is good stuff. Better get a shot of this one, too. Oh my god, instead of focusing on that speech, how about you focus on your work instead, officer? Yeah, officer. Have you found anything of note, officer? No, sir, not a thing. No fingerprints, no footprints, nothing. That's to say, none of that stand out, sir. Not after everybody touched and walked all over everything. Detective Gumshoe, did he sound pleased about having no evidence to catalog? I'll speak to his commanding officer about it, sir. Salary review's coming up soon and all. There's a bright red balloon bobbling on top of the surface of the lake. Reminds me of sending balloon letters back when I was a kid. You write a letter, see, then you tie it to a balloon and send it floating to somebody. Kaya, I was telling Jay how you liked witchy stuff. Yeah! Kaya, are you excited for Witchbrook? No. No one wrote back to Gumshoe. That's where your plan fell apart. Poor Gumshoe. Alright, let's speak to Mr. Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Notice anything? Well, the rain stopped, and it was falling right up until the president got here. Even the mist has lifted, barely a cloud in the sky. You sound disappointed, detective. I was supposed to be fishing, right here on this lake, in fact, and the big one only comes out when it's wet. But the park was sealed off for the president's visit. No regular use allowed. You know the rules. Nothing regular about reeling in a whopper, sir. This is going to be special. I fear our ideas of special might be rather different. Irreconcilably so, in fact. This is what he thinks of at a time like this? About investigating. Detective Gumshoe, you remember how to properly conduct... Oh, okay, this is all tutorial stuff. I can skip it. I will skip this one. Ask about evidence. Okay. Ought to know this stuff by now. Yes, I know this stuff, Gumshoe. I know. I know. Alright. We have logic. President was targeted during the speech of premeditated attack. I mean, we can put popped balloon and flag in the bullet hole caused by the same thing. Yeah. There's a bullet hole in the flag, and it seems highly likely the balloon was popped by a bullet too. Which means 2 shots were fired, right, sir? Possibly even 3. The president was shot at as well, remember? Equally, the hole in the flag and the hole in the balloon could have been made by the same bullet. What we need to know is how many gunshots there were. Ooh, investigation complete. Alright, on with the Oh my god, she's still there! Oh my god, I hate I already don't like this character, Matt. That speaks volumes to how unlikable this character is.
Uh-huh.
How exactly is she, and why does she keep shouting at us? Rubbernecker, I guess. Seems pretty interested in the case. Come on, give me something here. Why do you care? Go away. We do need to speak with some witnesses to find— No! Edgeworth, you can speak to literally anyone else! Oh my god. Hey, y'all there. There, y'all there. Tabby Lloyd, at your service. I'm looking into the case for— well, just for me right now, but looking into the case? Miss Lloyd, was it? Miss Lloyd. There's something I'd like to— well, can you tell me any exclusive details you want to share?
So, this will be the first of many. I'd like to tell you what this character's name was in the fan translation.
Ooh, okay.
Because they all, because all the names needed to be redone.
Right.
Sometimes it kind of feels like they went out of their way to, like, not make the same references the fan translation did.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I think her name is pretty good.
Okay.
For what she is. But,
okay.
like, her name in the fan translation was Nicole Swift.
Swift. Ah, Nicole Swift. Lloyd. What was her first name? I didn't hear it.
Tabby Lloyd.
Tabby Lloyd. Need to know about the shooting. Can you tell me how many gunshots you heard? Why, I most certainly cannot. I beg your pardon? I can't just be handing out leads for free. That stuff's my life. Oh my god, go away! I don't like her! Me? Hold out on you? Well, y'all gonna be like that. I'm literally an investigator. I can't tell you shit. Oh my god. Tabby Lloyd. Ace Attorney never changed. Wait for exactly what, huh? You got nothing for free. I'm gone. We're fresh out of moves here. Out of moves, Wouldn't be so sure. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? As you know, Detective, I like to play a little chess. And what does one do with chess when an opponent adopts a defensive position? Why, the board offers any number of options, but some are more effective than others. Sorry, sir, but this is going way over my head. No matter how impenetrable an opponent's defense may seem, it can always be overcome. Watch and learn, Detective, as I shatter my opponent's resolve with the power of words. When attempting to draw an entire— okay, I understand. This is the talking tutorial.
Wrong.
Oh, it's not!
Welcome to the chess dimension.
The chess dimension? What is this? We must now analyze the state of play. Y'all ain't getting nothing out of me, not until you give me something in return. My opponent has dug herself in deep. Her defenses won't be easily broken. But I can afford to try her patience by taking too long to plot my next move. In other words, I must make a I'm not actually going to have to play chess, am I?
No.
Because I'm bad at chess!
No,
I'm very bad.
This is a new gameplay mechanic.
Okay. If my opponent gets too agitated, if you're fixing to ask me something, will you dang well ask it already? I may be able to gain a tactical advantage by calmly biding my time. Then when I see a crack in my opponent's armor, I pounce. I should begin by finding out what it is that she does. Alright, time to make my opening gambit. Mind chess. Commence! What is it you do? Sure, or could I totally not do that? I think I don't know when to keep my mouth shut. That's my job. Is it now? So you do something that you won't or can't tell anybody about. No, shut up, and I ain't no lawbreaker if that's what you're insinuating. I'll bide my time. I'm a law-abiding, everyday citizen, and you got no reason to say otherwise. Forgive me, I meant nothing by it. If it's something you can't tell me about, I imagine it must be very important work indeed. Huh? Well, sure, I guess. Leastways, it will be once I bag me my first big scoop. What is it about scoops? Heh, I see. It's a scoop you're after. So you're a journalist, is that correct? Yeah, I did it! Dang! Sure, I'm your friendly neighborhood reporter. I'm the hungriest cub of the boat. I wonder what she does. I can't tell! I was about to say, Edgeworth, you're a little bit smarter than that. I would have guessed that she's a journalist. Perhaps I'm the hungry young cub that has gathered information vital to the case. Let's make that our next line of inquiry. Ooh, I get my time back. With the opening moves concluded, the mid-game approaches. What does she have to tell us? Where's the record of your reporting? You're a reporter, which means you must have a making record of some kind. If you got more questions, you gotta give me something first. That's the deal. I'm not in the habit of making deals. Now tell me what I need to know. Sorry, Ruffles, can't help you. I don't have a clue as to how to push the conversation forward. I'll have to try another tack. Where were you at the scene of the crime? At the time of the incident, were you present at the scene of the crime? Hi, Sitara! Welcome! How are you? Happy Friday. You're not late. You're just... working on your own time. Then I ain't giving you nothing either. Okay. I'm gonna bide my time. Come on, this is my career we're talking about here. You gotta give me something. Sadly, the more you know, the more you might find yourself in danger. I ain't scared. I'm a pro. Takes more than the sound of a little gunfire to faze me. I'm gonna bide my time. Biding my time. Hey partner, this ain't no time for silent treatment, you hear? I'm a busy woman. She seems I misjudged that one. Oh. Whoa! It's more effective to buy my time the more agitated or upset the opponent seems. Oh, I see. And when they're vulnerable, that's the time to give the verbal offense. Were you at the scene of the crime? Okay. Bide my time. Hey, you heard gunfire, didn't you? Heh! You may be a pro, but as you put it, but I'd say you're still a little wet behind the ears. You heard gunfire, which proves you were here at the time of the crime. Therefore, you must have seen something. Whoa. Double dang. Fine, I was here. I saw it. Came to report on the big speech, wound up reporting on a shooting. And you won't get no more out of me than that. I'm done with your tricks, Ruffles. If she came to report on the event, she must have made a record of some kind. A record I would very much like to get my hands on. This is quite a clue as to where to take the conversation next. What's your record of your reporting? You're a reporter, which means you have some kind of... Okay. Deploy my clue. You must have a record of your reporting. No self-respecting reporter would leave the house without the means of putting things on the record. My mom was saying when she was in law school, my dad had never been out of the country, so she drove him across the border to Windsor for dinner. What? Just so he could say he left the country? That's very nice. Windsor, Ontario. That's crazy. That's a place to go for your first time out of the country. I'm gonna tell you, Sitara. Of course I made a record. I told you I'm a pro. Dang near wore my shoes out running round on this one. Which is why I'm not about to just hand it over to the first person who asks me. I'm not just anyone, young lady. I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Don't you young lady me. You ain't getting it no matter how many times you ask. Bide my time. She's pretty agitated. You understand, Ruffles, don't you? I ain't nothing personal. I understand that your job is a difficult one. Do you? Well, it ain't that sweet. In such a competitive field, you must sometimes doubt that you'll ever succeed. Nah, I'll go plenty far, I'm sure of it. Yeah. Just as long as I got my trusty tape recorder, I'll always be ready to nab me a scoop. Play me that tape. Intriguing. A young reporter, hungry for success, so dedicated to her craft to leave such an important event unrecorded would be unthinkable. And indeed, she did not. She committed the entire event to tape! Wow! Ah, dang it! That's my scoop you're messing with. Big break. Fine, sure, I recorded the whole darn thing. It's all here. You got me, okay? Checkmate. Good job, Edgeworth. That's an interesting... mechanic. That's very interesting. I think I do like that, though. You're someone else, Ruffles. I was trying to be all strong and silent, but you had me singing like a canary. Never mind that. Now play us the tape. It should be finally tell us how many shots were fired. Fine, you can hear it, but I got conditions. You played me like a fiddle, Ruffles. Only the chief ever played me so good. So you gotta agree to be chief number 2 and be mentor to a rising star, aka me. I was like, what did you do? And she was like, it wasn't much of a town. We just ate. Windsor catching strays. There is literally... That's why I say it's interesting, Sitara, because there's literally nothing in Windsor, Ontario. There is nothing there. And one more thing. I want exclusive reporting rights to the first 24 hours. Come on, you gotta say yes. What kind of mentor wouldn't give his star pupil the exclusive, huh? She's a difficult woman to refuse, and I need to hear that recording. 24 hours is more than I can promise, but the story is yours until the case is solved. And the job of chief number 2? I think not. Ugh, you're no fun, but I guess a girl can't have everything. All for the sake of the scoop, huh? Alright, you got yourself a deal. I got exclusive access starting right this second, Ruffles. Good, then our first order of business is to listen to that tape. How many shots? A shack. Honored friends and allies, I'm here today to deliver a message. The odious criminals that dodge my beloved nation are no more! The president's speech. The president passionately addresses the assembled crowd, as if trying to shake off the reports of his declining popularity by sheer force of will. Kind of, but you think so, Seven? My mom was going to school in Michigan, so it was that close. Ah, I see, Sitara. Then there's me. Can't beat a little live commentary to set the scene. The meeting is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? He seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Yatagarasu situation behind him. As he should be. This is a great day for all of us. Whose voices are these? Oh, these are the 2 old guys standing in front of me. They were whispering away to each other the whole darn time. I know their voices from somewhere. Wait, the part where the gun goes off is right after this. The president thrusts his fists in the air as the excitement reaches fever pitch. The battle against evil rages on. Here today, I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. Oh, there's 2. What the? Ah! Okay, 2 gunshots. So, 2 shots were fired. Yep. Am I going to find out, Matt, the timeline of this game to the first one? Or is it a spoiler?
You'll know pretty soon.
Okay. I'm curious. Something very important indeed. It allows us to deduce the trajectory of one of our bullets. 2 shots were fired. One hit the president, which means the other must have passed through the flag and the balloon in that order. Which, as you can see, allows us to deduce the position of our shooter. I mean, it must have been, like, here. There's no other... Or here. In the crowd. Or... Yeah, it must have been, like, here. Deduce. Present. Drawing a line between the flag and the balloon, the trajectory of one of our bullets, and places our shooter on the left-hand side of the spectator area. Okay. I like an annoying sibling kind of way. Oh, I see. 7, I see. I'm an only child, so I guess I never had to deal with annoying siblings. Detective Gumshoe, I'll need to examine the left side of the spectator area. Roger that, sir. So you need me to clear up all those people out of the way, I guess? I do, and what evidence remains to be found may be already deteriorating. So I'll need you to be quick about it. Yes, sir. Chief! Hey, I'm talking to you, Chief. I suppose you mean me, Miss Lloyd. I surely do. You gotta help me out. This stuff's my forte. I'm the best crowd herder you ever did see. I'm prod, pummel, and push them wherever you'd like. A very kind offer, but I think a less hands-on approach might be preferable. Also, about this chief business. I'm nobody's chief. Whatever you say, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, your wish is my command. I like the word tato on the neck of her jacket. It's like potato. And the random word pipe on there is fun. Okay, here you go, sir. It's all ready for you. Miss Lloyd here cleared everybody out just like that. You should have seen it. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. The chief, my other chief, that is. She sends them running twice. Ooh, a female. She sounds quite a formidable character. Perhaps you should go easier on the poor girl. It sounds like, what's her face? Francesca. Thank you, but you really shouldn't have. All that running around. Her clothes are covered in mud. Allow me to pay for the cleaning. It's the least I can do. Huh? You mean my jacket? Oh, don't be worrying, you pretty little head, about that. It's reversible. All you gotta do is switch it around, and alakazam. No more dirt. Alakazam mentioned? Pokemon? On the outside, perhaps, but you still have something of a problem with the inside. We're ready to get back to the investigation whenever you are, sir. The crowd trampled the entire area. We'll be lucky to find any traces of our shooter at all. Hey, it's that guy! Winston Payne? Well, is this quite the situation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth? ... Who is he again? It's Payne, Mr. Edgeworth. Winston Payne. We work together at the prosecutor's office. He's a prosecutor? What brings you here today, Mr. Payne? Hehehe. What indeed? Why, only the invitation of a chief prosecutor himself. Hi, Frisk, how are you? His voice, I recognize it from the tape recording. Was he one of the men standing in front of Miss Lloyd? And where's the chief prosecutor? He had to leave, I'm afraid. He's a busy man. They let him, and only him, out through the cordon. So he had me summoned on short notice, and then left before I even showed up? Rude. Interesting. Ooh, garbage. You even gonna pick through trash yourself? A prosecutor's life ain't easy, huh? Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir! Gumshoe's theme. I love this theme. The faithful detective scrabbles through the garbage as the prosecutor looks on, his hands unblemished. Let's see now. Come to Papa, little treasures. Is he enjoying himself? Bingo! A popsicle stick! Gotta love jokes that they put on these. Detective! So sorry, sir. Relevant evidence. Relevant evidence. Huh? I think we got something. Good work, detective. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Ooh, a bag! It has the word pipe on it! That's on her jacket. By examining a piece of evidence from all angles, we can uncover hidden details. Okay. Yes, yes, thank you, Gumshoe. L to examine close up. Okay. I can point out suspicious areas with the cursor. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Pipe. There's a gun! Oh. Okay, why? You know what? Some criminals are so stupid, Matt. Like, why would you write your plans on something so obvious like this? My goodness. What are we looking at here? President's security plan? It's a diagram of the president's security arrangements. Okay. Less cover for Lakeside now. Eyes on this area. Rook repositioned in light of Knight's injury. Knight to immediately escort President to plane in case of emergency. Stay frosty. We know who might be in the audience. Ooh. Oh, this is the security plan. Why would you have the security plan? That's even this is equivalent to like what's going on in the US right now, Matt. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Oh my gosh. Oh, even has people's names on it. Brook and Knight. So his bodyguards aren't natives of Zhengfa. I heard he uses some private security firm. But why not employ people from his own country? I know, why not? Want to hear a little Tabby Lloyd exclusive? You really know something? Sure I do. I was over at their embassy not long back, sniffing out a story. While I'm there, one of the sources tells me that the president's got more enemies you got hairs on your head, including a bunch of bigwigs in the National Police Force. Interesting, so he's unable to trust his own domestic law enforcement. I wonder if one of these enemies could have been behind the attempt on his life. Interesting. But what is it doing dumped there in the bag? You raise an interesting point. It's a document relating to the matter of national security. It would surely be highly classified! Hey, there's something else in here. It's a gun. Boom, boom. Whoa, my! Whoa, what's a gun doing in there? Sir, this bag. It's gonna belong to the... Yes, it could be well been disposed of by our would-be assassin. A revolver. It would have taken a lot of nerve to dump it here amid all the chaos. Could this be the work of a professional? That would explain the security plan, too. I think we need to take a very close look at our latest find. What we got here? This card is called the Grip. I've held a few guns in my time, though they've never felt quite right in my hand. This one is no exception. How many bullets in the chamber? Two bullets spent in the cylinder, matching the 2 gunshots heard on the recording. That proves it. This must be the weapon that was used. What else we got here? A logo. There's a Pokemon logo. This is a laser sight. It can be lined up with the target to make aiming a bit easier. If I press this here... Yep, definitely a red laser. Could the assassin have used a laser sight to target the president? Okay. That bag was a real find, huh? Just goes to show how a bag in the hand is worth 2 in the trash. Nice work, detective. Now there's something else I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind. I need you to take the bag and the gun to forensics and see if they can find any prints. On it, sir! A good set of fingerprints could really help this investigation along. Got the results for you, sir. That was... Yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck? That was fast. You bet it was. Told the text it was ultra super high priority. But, they came up empty. And they checked everywhere? Inside and outside, top to bottom, sir. They even took the bullets out of the gun and dusted them. Should've known it wouldn't have been that easy. Interesting. Oh, oopsies. The flag on the ground. No? The coffee cup? Ooh, you! Did you see anything? You're the one in the news channels? Yep. Can I help you? You must have footage of the event. Do you mind if I take a look? I wish I could help you, but that might be a little tricky. And why's that, huh, pal? You got a problem with doing your civic duty or something? No, it's just that my camera was knocked over in all the panic. Now I can't get it to work. That footage would have helped immensely. Gah, just our luck. Ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha. What the? You look like you need a little help, Mr. Edgeworth. I know that voice. Oh my god, it's Kay.
Peak returns.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Kay. Honestly, I leave you two alone for 2 seconds, but don't worry, your hero's here to save the day. That's right, the one, the only, Kay Faraday. Hero? Only would give yourself a title. Only you would give yourself a title like that. So you're not the great thief anymore? Not right now, but it's not like I quit. I'm just on sabbatical. I'm taking time for some intensive training. Being the second Yatagarasu doesn't come easy. Kay helped me out on a few occasions about 2 weeks ago when I was working a case. The case of the Yatagarasu.
There's your answer.
Oh, I see. I see. the Tasty Tagarasu, a mysterious thief who seemed to appear and disappear at will, and who claimed to only steal the truth. She calls herself the second Yatagarasu, the successor of the so-called Great Thief. There's not a lock I can't open or a trap I can't escape. And when it comes to stealing, well, I'm still in training, but I'll get there soon enough. What are you doing here, Kate? Hold on, wait, I gotta reread that. Sabbatical. Alright, so this is not that far back, it seems. Okay. What are you doing here, Kay? What do you think I'm doing here? I'm enjoying festivities, of course. I suppose she did mention being so fond of such things. So
I also looked at the timeline.
Yeah?
Just to make sure I wasn't, like, misremembering.
Mm-hmm.
It's even less than 2 weeks.
What? Oh my gosh.
I think it's like 10 days.
10 days! So, oh my gosh, less than 2 weeks. Interesting. Interesting. Good to see you, kiddo. You're bright as breezy as ever. Hey, Gummy, how you been? You're looking pretty full of beans yourself. So, Kay, are you really here to save the day? Yup. Prepare your jaw to hit the floor. Your best pal in the world here only went and took pictures of the whole shebang. Did you now? Then you better show them to me. Wow, your jaw didn't even drop an inch. What's a girl gotta do to impress you, huh? I know, right? Mr. Prosecutor here is just about as much fun as a dang toothache. Won't even let me call him Chief. But now I'm forgetting my manners. Tabby Lloyd, Ace Reporter, at your service. Nice to meet you, Tabby. You're right, he's no fun at all. This one time You two can chat later. Okay, can I see those pictures? Boo! Fine, here. Oh, God. Look at this one, right when the gun went off. When the gun went off? He looks like he's about to, like, die. Also, who are those guys? It was total chaos. People running everywhere. The president and his 2 bodyguards. The names on the security plan were Knight and Rook, I think. What's that? Thank you, indeed, Kay. I think you've provided us with a vital clue. How? Your eyes just lit up like a pair of dang old Christmas trees. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, care to tell the readers what you spotted? A contradiction. Huh? What now? I don't see nothing strange. Allow me to show you. This picture shows the moment of the incident, but another piece of evidence shows something different. Need to highlight the point of contradiction, and then employ my powers of deduction. First, to find the contradiction in the photograph. Is it the red dot? Yes, this is it. Simply press X to make a deduction. Deduce. Now, to present the evidence that proves the contradiction. Is it this? Because that means that they shot the balloon first. Is it this? The gun? It's clearly a contradiction here. It's not the gun. Okay. Okay. Something is so obvious that contradiction is in itself. Mr. Edgeworth, you know if you made a mistake, you can just tell me, don't you? Okay. A mistake? I've done no such thing! Okay, hold on. I gotta think this through. I'll prove it to you. Between this photograph and the evidence. Okay.
I will say for this one, you might be overthinking it just a little bit. This one's a little stupid. It's a little too simple.
It's too simple? Am I overthinking this? Look closely at the picture of the president in this newspaper clipping, if you would, Miss Lloyd. Now look at Kay's photograph. Compare the two carefully. Huh? What am I looking for? Well, I'm still confused what I'm looking for. Well, I'll be. There's something on the president's forehead. Something that wasn't there in the other yeah! I thought... Matt, this is stupid. Just dumb. Like, yeah, okay, what is that? Some kind of birthmark? No, it's the laser of the... Matt, you can't tell me that that they don't... Okay, well then.
It's the first case.
I guess. Oh my gosh.
It's gotta be a little brain dead.
Oh
just a
my
little.
god. I highly doubt a birthmark just sprang up there since the other picture was taken. But did he get bitten by a bug then, maybe? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's a big old bug bite. And here I thought it was something important. The look on your face. You should know that the road to the truth... Oh my gosh, okay. Blah, 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 blah. We're not even gonna address it as to why there's a red mark on his... Okay. Well, then.
You gotta go do some logic.
Oh, wrong button. This button. Okay. The red birthmark and the laser sight. Come on. Come on. We're smarter than this. I have solved the mystery. What did you find yesterday, Pokemon girl? Really? So it wasn't a bug bite? No. What we're dealing with isn't something that would itch for a day, then disappear. In fact, the beam of laser sight. Then, our killer was aiming to shoot at the president square in the forehead, and shortly after this picture was taken, a second shot rang out. Yeah, that's gonna do more than an itch. Indeed, I fear the president may be even more danger than we thought. And then the gun we found found was the weapon used in the crime. Okay. Why would the perp use a laser sight, though? Oh, goodness. Oh, Tortuga! Thank you for the raid! How are you? Welcome, welcome. How was your day? Welcome to stream. I hope you've been well. How is, hold on, let's do a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are booming, days. Aww, so sweet, Tortuga. Thank you, Tortuga. A shiny Scyther? Oh, nice, Pokemon girl. I'm very proud of you. I did see the direct. I did. It's very. I'm very excited, to say the least, Pokemon girl. Like, it is one of my favorite directs in recent history. It had everything that I ever wanted and needed. Oh, how was Among Us? How was Among Us, Tortuga? Aw, thank you for the coming in with the raid, Dragon. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know, Pokemon girl! I'm super excited. I'm gonna play it every day, the day it comes out. And anyone who saw it would trace it right back to the shooter. So it seems like a pretty bad idea all around. Oh, I almost forgot. I took a couple more pictures. Maybe the laser sight's in one of them. It's a long shot, but it's worth a look at least. Alright, Kay. Let's see these other pictures. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Let's see. First up, here's one I took before everything started going south. Won some, lost some. I see, I see. Ooh. It might be more useful to us if half the frame wasn't taken up by your face. Hee hey, can you blame me for wanting to get a selfie with the president? Lucky for you, this was right before the gun went off. And this is the one I showed you before, is just after the first shot was fired. So yeah, the balloons were shot first, and then the president was shot at. The second shot came just seconds after this. Then there's... Oh. What's this? I can hardly see anything. I got knocked over when everyone started running right after the last picture. I guess I must have pressed the shutter by accident. Not sure if this one's gonna be much use, kid. I'm somewhat interested in the Disney game. Yeah, the Disney game, like the bartender Disney game, Pokemon Girl. That's all of them. Case photographs, data updated in my organizer. I need to take a better look. Time for a closer look. Before the shooting, this one. Is there any hint of the laser sight anywhere in this picture? There's Kay! Oh, right here! It's right there! It's this guy in the red. guy in the backpack looks suspicious because he kind of stands out. There we go. There, I see it. What is it, sir? Look closely at the person in the red hood. Whoa, there it is. Indeed, that's our laser sight right there. So that's our perp. The one in the red hood must be the shooter, yes. We found them, all thanks to yours truly. Indeed, you led us right to the greatest treasure of all time, Miss Great Thief, the truth. I wish they had a demo of the game. Yeah, I imagine that we'll probably get a demo of the game probably closer, Pokemon Girl? Probably closer to the release date. May have captured our would-be assassin in one of our other pictures too. Let's take another look. Our Red Hood suspect could be another of these photographs from after the shooting. Ah, yeah, right there. Right there. Over here. Look, right there! A red jacket. That must be our suspect. Looks like they took advantage of the confusion to make their getaway. Oh, it was released yesterday! Oh, I didn't even realize it was released yesterday. Luckily, we can see where they were headed. Ah, the Samurai Dog Stand. Precisely, which means they escaped towards the right-hand side of the spectator area. Detective Gumshoe! On it, sir. Consider it cleared. Good, I'm counting on you. Trying to clear the other side. And there was no demo? Oh, I see. I mean, now we know. Oh shit, that's spoopy. We have you now, my little Red Riding Hood. The entire park is cordoned off and we know which way you went. Now it's simply a matter of hunting you down. That's a scary portrait. Now, let us continue our investigation. There's evidence here somewhere. All we have to do is find it. Umbrella? Someone's shoe! Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to Kay. I thought that was someone's shoe. Okay. A hat? Something here. I must scour and inspect for anything that catches my attention. Well, what's this? What's this? A red button. Hey, do you think... Could it have been dropped by a red-hooded suspect? Yes, certainly seems likely. Okay, lantern. It's a flimsy-looking food stand made of plywood that sells samurai dogs. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I've got $1.50 if you... You're not actually suggesting I subsidize you eating on the job. Oh, I didn't mean to. That is, maybe when we're done? Fine. When we have finished investigating, you can have one, and only one. Understood? Sorry, sir. I never should have. Wait, did you say I could have one? Yes. Why, is something the matter? No, it's just... I wasn't expecting you to... Oh! Gumshoe gets to eat! Oh my god. That's all I ever wanted for him. The puddle reflects the clear blue... Oh, I just noticed the red thing under there! All that remains of the rain. You're a regular poet, sir. Very funny, detective. How would you describe it, then? Let's see. A pool of water left behind after a real heavy downpour. Just like I get left behind after a real heavy dose of Mr. Edgeworth's logic. I would say don't give up on your day job, but it seems you don't have that down, detective. Alright, this thing. There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, can you see what this is under the stand, please? There's something down there, alright. Let's see. It's the hoodie! The red raincoat! This must be the one the suspect was wearing! Must have been taken off and hidden under the before they made their escape. Ooh, spaghetti! I love spaghetti. I haven't had spaghetti in a while. I usually associate it with, like, struggle meals, though. It says samurai dogs.
Really?
Yeah, because, like, I only ever ate spaghetti in, university when I needed, like, a cheap meal to eat. Usually, like, it was, like, my go-to meals in university were spaghetti and rice and hot dogs. Those are, like, my go-to struggle meals.
Spaghetti's a delicacy.
You think so? It's such a it's a good struggle meal. It's very cheap. You can make a lot of spaghetti and like 1 pound of beef and like a can of red sauce, and like that's what, like a below $10 meal right there. It's pretty good.
I am a spaghetti fiend.
You are.
Yeah.
Spaghetti.
I mean, I'm a pasta enjoyer.
A pasta enjoyer. Yeah, I think the last time I had spaghetti was like 3 years ago, maybe. It's been a while because I associate it with struggle. I associate it with my struggle.
Do you not like eat it when you get like Italian food?
I usually get ravioli or lasagna when I go out to eat Italian food. That's usually my go-tos. Yeah, not usually spaghetti.
You don't even usually get like penne or any other type of pasta?
I don't really like short noodles, like penne. I don't really like I like long, the long pastas, like linguine or the really was it angel hair, like the really small ones, or I'm trying to think what else. I like the fat flat ones. That's fun. I like those, but not normally spaghetti. I think it's because I ate so much of it in university. I think that's why I don't like ordering it. I prefer I usually my go-to order at a restaurant is ravioli though, because I wouldn't make ravioli myself, and so I would eat it out elsewhere. It's kind of
That's interesting because I'm kind of the opposite.
Oh really? Okay.
Like I'm kind of the opposite, like in total, because like ravioli to me is something I don't eat super often, and I mean, you know, like the first thing that comes to mind when I think of ravioli is Chef Boyardee. Because I used to eat that a lot as a kid. So that I would consider kind of like, I mean, the only times I've eaten ravioli in like recent years is like when my parents would get them from like Costco. And like those are good ones, you know, it's like cheese ravioli and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because that's something I don't eat too often. But like I have other types of pasta way more. And like when I go out to restaurants, like when I go to Italian, I feel like I'm getting slighted when I order ravioli because you know, you don't get that much.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, they usually is like 6 or 7 in like a plate or something like that. Yeah.
No, I feel like I'm getting much more value when I order like, you know, like my go-to Italian meal. It's basic, but like it's one of my favorite foods is, you know, a chicken parm and some spaghetti.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
But I feel like I'm getting like bang for my buck with that.
I see. That's fair. Yeah, one of my favorite raviolis is, hold on, I gotta look it up real quick because it's really good. Hold on, what's the place called? I'm opening up the menu. Hold on, menus. I'll go here. Food. Where is it? Ravioli. Butternut squash and mascarpone ravioli from this one restaurant.
That's
It's the best ravioli that I've ever had, but you only get like 8 pieces of it on a plate. But it's very good. It's also very expensive for what it is, but it is the best ravioli that I've ever eaten in my life. And I always
one time I ordered I didn't feel like getting what I usually get. At Miller's Ale House, which is a burger.
Yeah.
So I ordered ravioli from there, and it was like 3 ravioli.
3? Oh no, that's so sad.
But it was like big ravioli.
But
like still,
3,
you know, 3 ravioli.
Yeah,
is,
like
is
at least
not that
4.
Much.
At least 4. Like, come on.
Because it was like on one of those plates. It was on one of those plates where it's like a flat plate.
Yeah. Damn, that is unfortunate. Aw. Right, Tatara, it is sad. Like 3, at least 4. So it's an even 4.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good, but like, you know, for the same price I could have gotten, a burger
or something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that ravioli I was talking about, it's $26 for 8.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Yeah, it's never my first choice because like I always feel like I'm not getting bang for my buck with ravioli.
That's valid.
Like, it can be really good. It can be really good, but like, you know, you're done within like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's fair. That is valid. What does this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? If we're going to answer that question, Detective, we'll need to inspect the raincoat in more detail. Okay, zoom in. The right sleeve is inside out, and you can clearly see where the button was torn off. Yes, whoever discarded this raincoat did so in quite a hurry. And this side. Let's take a closer look at the inside of the raincoat. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Oh. Blood. This is a blood stain. And considering where it's located, I'd say the blood belongs to our would-be assassin. We're looking for someone with an injury? Not just any injury, Detective. An injury on their left arm. Huh? How do we know that? It's simple. The right sleeve is inside out, suggesting that the suspect removed the raincoat in a hurry. Conversely, the left sleeve is just as we would expect it to be. Therefore, the suspect's left arm was never in the sleeve in the first place. And once we understand that, everything else falls into place. Now, Detective, there's a blood stain on the left side lining the raincoat because the suspect's arm was too injured to fit through the sleeve. Precisely, or at least we can say that there's a good probability that that was the case. Okay, interesting. Someone test the blood! The pieces are starting to fall into place. Yay! Detective Gumshoe, I need you to go and search the crowd for likely suspects. Yes, sir. Suspicious characters with injured left arms. Coming right up. You're even smarter than you look, Ruffles. Taking all them itty-bitty pieces and putting them together like that, you have your man in no time. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. The park is still cornered off, so our would-be assassin would be in the crowd somewhere. Don't let me down, Detective Gumshoe. Yay! March 25th. Sword Lake. Spectator area. Mr. Edgeworth, we found someone who fits the bill perfectly, sir. We didn't have the assassin, Gummy. Hold on, Kay. This is too soon to be jumping to conclusions. For the moment, they're a person of interest and nothing more. Understood? Okay, no jumping. But he's our shooter, sir, and I'm sure of it. He's the guy who tried to take out the president. In broad daylight, surrounded by a crowd of witnesses, this is no ordinary assassin. Bring him over here, Detective. Carefully. Yes, sir. Come on, boys. You heard Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, who dis? Wait, is this? No umbrella and a bandage on his left arm. Well, pal, state your name already. Doe. John Doe. Charmed, sir. John Doe? Not a name you often hear in real life. What can I say about this part so far? Did you see Pain? I did see Pain in the crowd! It was very fun, Pokemon Girl. Winston Payne. I know this man from somewhere, I'm sure of it. And you are Prosecutor Edgeworth. You know my name? Of course. I have been following the day's developments with some interest. Now, perhaps you care to explain why you've asked to speak with me. As you've been following our investigation, you're no doubt already aware of who we're looking for. Let me ask you, do you recognize this raincoat by any chance? Forgive me, but I am afraid I do not. I see. Well, I believe its owner would be the assassin we are seeking. My, well, isn't this just shocking? And the same would-be assassin happens to have an injured left arm, just like you. All I can tell you is that I had nothing to do with this unfortunate affair. The two adversaries stare each other down with their deadly eyes like deadly lasers. Care to tell the readers what happens next? A showdown, that's what! A battle of wits, a battle of words! Did I let him explain any further what he thinks of the upcoming battle will entail? Sure. In a battle of wits, you never know when or where the other guy might be lying, just a plain mistake. But if you spot an inconsistent— oh, this is just tutorial. Man, I thought we were gonna get fun, different Gumshoe dialogue. Like, oh, I had a pie the other day or something. But no, now I gotta hear tutorial words. Been waiting for months to talk about this game! We're getting there, Pokemon Girl. Matt and I will get through it together. Although Matt's already gone through it. It'll just be my
I've watched this game. This is the 5th time I'm watching
this
game.
The 5th time? Who are the other 4? Who are the other 4?
I played it myself. I watched John. I watched Lago. And I played it again when this version came out.
Ah, I see. But you have no proof that this person is injured, as you claim. My left arm may be injured, but I can still use my right. When it started raining, I simply opened my umbrella. No raincoat required. So you contend that you are not wearing a raincoat. Is that correct? It is. And is that so strange? Not everyone wears one after all. I happen to prefer an umbrella. Team Raincoat over here. They're perfect for when the girl really needs to move. Heck, I don't use neither. Come on, rain, sleet, snow, or shine. That is my trusty parka every time. Not exactly the line of inquiry I was hoping to pursue. So you see, I'm not your would-be killer. And I'm not in the habit of making baseless accusations, Mr. Doe. Please, I am just a simple ice cream Oh my. Bleeding. Forgive me, my wound seems to have begun bleeding, and he wrapped it around his ice cream? That's gross. That's really gross! Is he gonna eat that? I'm on to you, Mr. Doe. It's only a matter of time. Got stitches, like, down the front of his face. Okay. I can understand why whoever
Pokemon Girl, if you got into it in 2019, you got into it before me. I played it at the beginning of 2020.
Ah! And you admit that whoever wore the raincoat is a person of interest? I know they are. I was able to follow most of your investigation from the spectator area. One never thinks one could get caught up in such an awful thing as an assassination. We have no proof that this person is injured, as you claim. So you'd like to see some proof that the owner of the raincoat has an injury? I would certainly expect such a renowned prosecutor to have some. I still don't understand how you know who I am. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, you're famous. He probably read about you in the newspaper. I have also been observing you and your work, lest you forget. I don't believe a word he says. And thanks to Chrissy. And Chrissy got into it thanks to me! I want to point that out. That I got Chrissy into the game because of me. Because I told her that I knew it was a game that I knew she would like. My left arm may be injured, but I can still use my right arm. What was that?
Was it a similar scenario to... Because when I got into Ace Attorney...
Yeah.
Part of the reason I started it is because John was playing the trilogy.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "Matt, you should play it." And I'm like, okay. Like, you know what? I'll, like, stream it. I did stream the entire first game, except for the last case, because, like, by the end of the stream, I had, like, 0 viewers. But, he was in the middle of the second game. When he told me to start.
Yeah.
When I finished the entire series, he was still on the second game. Oh my
gosh, John! Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
I've been the one to, like, force him to play the rest of the series. He still hasn't played 4, 5, and 6.
What? Oh my gosh.
He did. Well, it's because as soon as he finished the trilogy, I was having him play the trilogy so he could play this. Because that's the pathway I take. I'm not like telling people to hop on the Apollo trilogy, like saying like it's peak fiction. I'm telling people to hop on this game because it's peak fiction.
Oh my gosh. It kind of is new.
And he didn't even play Investigations 1. I was like, yeah, you can skip it.
Investigations 1 is fine up until that last case. Like, that last case really ruins it.
I agree. And I mean, you know, if you like actually like care about like just having played every Ace Attorney game, like it's worth playing. It's, you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not like horrendously bad.
Right.
But I mean, you know, back in like, I don't know, like 2021 or 2022 when I was trying to show this game, like I did not care about having you sit through Investigations 1. I wanted people to go straight from the trilogy to this game. Because I do think having the trilogy in mind is important for this game.
That's fair, that's fair. Oh, I see.
Investigations 1, you can kind of just be like, yeah, this is why this is relevant.
Yeah, that's fair. Pokemon Girl, I'm sorry, but at the same time, now you know why I like this series so much. I'm so sad, Pokemon Girl, that we didn't get an Ace Attorney game yesterday. That's one thing that I was like, if I got AI Rhythm Heaven Tomodachi Life and an Ace Attorney game in one stream, I might have died. Like yesterday, if Ace Attorney was announced, I might have just passed away. Like, I would have
Direct Trust?
That's what I'm thinking. It might be in the Switch Direct too, because it's the anniversary this year. There's no way that they're not having something this year. It's been too long since a mainline Ace Attorney game. It's been way too long. Do you claim to have some kind of proof to support your accusation? Your arm isn't troubling you much, I hope. Your wound seems to be bleeding again. I'll survive, although I can pretend it's not something of an inconvenience. You have my deepest sympathies, because if it wasn't the bleeding quite so badly, you could have perhaps made it a clean getaway. What exactly are you insinuating?
Jay, I just want to ask.
Yeah.
How long ago was it that you played the original trilogy?
Oh, it's been years, Matt. It's like...
Okay.
A long time. A very, very long time. Yeah. I remember
asking for
some
no reason in particular.
I remember some things. Yeah. His
About
ice cream's melting. About everything, but that's okay. You see, Mr. Doe, there's a small amount of blood on the inside of this raincoat. Blood that belongs to our assassin! Oh no, his ice cream! Attempted murder of a foreign leader, causing a diplomatic incident? They'll throw the book at you. You can give us the silent treatment all you like, but we won't need you to talk. A simple blood test will give us the answer we require. All it takes is for us to compare the blood on your bandages with that on the coat, and that will be that.
I did the same, Pokemon Girl. I started in January 2020. And then I think I'd finished the series, besides Great Ace Attorney and the crossover, like all 6 mainline and these 2. I had done by like March or April, I think. And then I played, in like August of that year, I played, the crossover and the fan translation of, Great Ace Attorney 1. Then I was just waiting for Great Ace Attorney 2, and then the official version came out and they scrapped the fan translation, so I replayed Great Ace Attorney 1 with the new translation, and then Great Ace Attorney 2.
Ah, I see. I am no assassin. I am a simple ice cream seller. One who happened to be wearing a red raincoat while watching the president speak. I was surprised as anyone when his bodyguards sprang into action and the shots rang out. That's when the spectators panicked and started running and screaming for their lives. Now, are you finally satisfied that I am telling the truth? As if! Your story stinks! You don't scare me. The evidence is on our side, you know. Look, it's right there, as plain as day. The assassin, and they were wearing a red raincoat. Intriguing, but that is not me. Oh, come on! Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, do you really think I was the only one in the entire park wearing a red raincoat today? I do, actually. But then why? Why does he seem so sure of himself? I am no assassin. I'm a simple ice cream seller. A simple ice cream seller, but a knowledgeable one, I assume. On the subject of ice cream, at least. But of course, ask me anything you wish. Argus, if I know the first thing about ice cream. You know what the most important thing about ice cream is, of course. Mr. Edgeworth? Why, the most important thing about ice cream is to approach it with a virtuous heart. And what does a virtuous heart have to do with anything? Without proper reverence of the craft, I'm afraid all you ever make is sweetened crystals of ice. There, I hope that you now see. I am nothing more than an ice cream seller. One who happens to be wearing a red raincoat while watching the president speak. On the year was November 2020 when I got into the series. I mean, that's close enough, Pokemon Girl. Time is just a social construct.
I see.
Is that so strange? It was a rainy morning. Most people were wearing a jacket of some kind. Well, I'd say it's a pretty strange choice considering you can get one of your arms into it. Better that than have one of my hands occupied by an umbrella. It has ice cream to serve, after all. And why go through such lengths to avoid testifying to that effect in the first place? Forgive me, I simply hadn't remembered until now. It's been an eventful day, after all. Eventful? Well, I hardly know what else to call it, Mr. Edgeworth. The president of Zangfa was shot at. I was surprised as anyone when his bodyguard sprang into action and the shots rang out. Hold it! So you saw the bodyguards before you heard the gunshots? Yes, if I recall correctly, they moved first. At least the one on the left did. You're rather observant, Mr. Doe. I am blessed with a keen eye. The names of the bodyguards were written to the top left corner of the security. Lead Rook, second point. The one on the left was Rook. That's correct. Bastion Rook, I believe. I expect he noticed the light from the laser sight. The man is no amateur. Mr. Doe does know a little too much about the business of being bodyguard for my liking. I'd say our friend here is no amateur either. I'd like you to append what you just said to your testimony, if you don't mind. As you wish. The bodyguard on the left, Bastion Rook, was it? Especially quick to respond. Hold it! Oh, so the bodyguard on the left was first to move. By the smallest fraction, yes, he reacted admirably swiftly. His name was Bastion Rook, did you say? It appears you've assessed the situation quite astutely. No more so than anybody else, I'm sure. He's good. He didn't even flinch. That's when the spectators panicked and started running and screaming. Okay, hold on. The bodyguard on the left, Bastion Rook, was especially quick to respond. How do you know his name? Classified, yeah. How do you know that? As I suspected, you are more than what you claim to be, Mr. Doe. You overestimate me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, then tell me how a simple ice cream seller knows one of the president's bodyguard's names. What? You jest, surely. You're the one who spoke their name aloud. Rook and Knight. Was it? We only know those names thanks to the security plan. But look closely. Only their surnames appear. Yet we all clearly heard you say the name Bastion Rook. How did you come to possess such information? Information we ourselves didn't have. Melty. Seems pretty darn suspicious to me. Yeah.
In the fan translation, Bastion Rook is Ethan Rook with an E at the end.
Ooh, Ethan Rook. Rookie. I went searching while I was playing the main Ace Attorney games before looking for the investigation games. That wasn't crazy expensive, but I failed, so I ended up playing the first investigation games on iOS. On iOS! Oh my gosh, Pokemon Girl. That's crazy. Pokemon Girl was going crazy trying to find a way to play it.
Yeah, I played the fan translation of this game on an R4 card for the authentic experience. I didn't want to emulate it. Because I was already playing, like, I played the trilogy on Switch, but I had to play the rest of the series on my 3DS. Because that's the only place they were at the time. So I had the Apollo Justice physical. I had the physical for Investigations 1. And then I played Investigations 2 fan translation on an R4 card.
Oh my gosh!
I had the digital versions of Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice.
I see. I suppose, Mr. Rook, will you confirm that? It should be easy enough for him to remember his good friend, the slippery ice cream seller, correct? Please, you're more than welcome to ask him, although I think that might be difficult right now. I would imagine he's rather busy ensuring the president's safety. Sure, this guy's sussy and he knows it. But suppose you are able to speak with him and he does deny that he and I are acquainted. How will that help you prove that I was the shooter? If you weren't the shooter, then why take off your raincoat? Because it's no longer raining. In fact, it had grown quite warm. Far better to let my wound breathe, no? Or would you rather I let it fester? Gross. Beep, 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 beep.
This is my favorite Pursuit theme, by the way.
Is it?
It is.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Hurry up and arrest that man. He's clearly guilty.
I think in general, this game has the best Ace Attorney soundtrack.
Oh,
I am a...
Okay, okay. Wait, this guy was in Justice for All, wasn't he? Or am I like just realizing that just now? This guy was the guy in Justice for All. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's been a really long time. This was like Matt on guard, the freaking Dum Dum, Matt on guard or whatever his name is or something. Oh my god. No, come on, Mr. Edgeworth. There's got to be something you can do. Shocking scenes here as the culprit seems all but certain to escape justice. It seems that the court of public opinion has spoken. Very well. It will clearly be viewed with suspicion, no matter what I say. I might as well share what I know. What do you know? What's his angle here? I saw them. I saw another person with a red hood. Ooh. Yeah, I knew his name was like, okay, he looked familiar, but I could not place where I saw him before. And then it hit me. Like, I don't know what reminded me of that. Maybe it was him standing there in the crowd. I don't know. But yeah, now I remember. I don't know, Pokemon Girl. I don't know.
when he walks on screen, they literally play his theme.
Yeah. Oh my god. I didn't even
the one that's like,
point that out. Oh, you're right. Oh man. Didn't even notice. The person you captured in your photograph. I first noticed them just before the president's speech began. It was still raining then. Their outfit was the same color as my own, which is what drew my attention. As did the laser beam that was aimed directly at the president's head. He's claiming there's another red-hooded person? Preposterous. I knew if there was anyone saw me dressed similarly to this individual, I would fall under suspicion myself. And so naturally, I removed my raincoat. Not only did you see the assassin, but they were wearing exactly the same thing as you? How very convenient. I had thought you might find it far-fetched, hence my not mentioning it until now. Yeah, Pokemon Girl, it literally just hit me.
I was waiting. I was like, you gotta realize at some point, right?
Oh my god, I know you law enforcement.
I played them all in a row, so like,
yeah.
You know, when I saw him come on screen, I was like, I knew this game was about to be peak.
Yeah. Especially not if I had said that the shooter was standing right next to a certain prosecutor. Well, I know that you don't mean me. I wasn't even summoned until after the shooting. No, not you, Mr. Edgeworth. Your colleague over there. Winston Payne? Huh? Me? Yes, the photograph will prove it, I am sure. You see right there in front of the person with the red hood? That's me, yes. But what exactly are you saying? What's his endgame here? As I mentioned, I have been following your investigation with some interest, Mr. Edgeworth. While pondering the details, I noticed something strange. Come now, a man of your talents would surely be more capable of spotting a contradiction such as this. What contradiction? I also don't follow. The picture shows the chief prosecutor, Mr. Payne, and the shooter. But there's nothing weird about that, is there? Think carefully. The picture was taken right in the middle of the president's speech. One of the other pieces of evidence you gathered is inconsistent with that we see here. What is Mr. Doe talking about? Which piece of evidence is inconsistent with what's in the picture? Can I view the picture? What's inconsistent? Who dislikes Payne's voice? Winston Payne's voice? His voice isn't exactly the most sonorous thing. which piece of evidence is inconsistent with what's in the picture? Taken before, during, and after. Okay, let me look at this picture again. Well, he's shooting it at Winston. Trash can on the left side of the spectator area, fitted with a laser sight. 2 bullets spent, used in the attempt. A diagram of the president's security arrangement, also almost certainly classified. Ooh, Rook repositioned in light of Knight's injury. Is it his neck? Because Knight has got like a thing on his neck. What's inconsistent with the picture? What's in the picture? Okay, we have... something with Winston Payne, but like, what is it? What is happening, Matt? Oh, oopsies. I did not mean to press that! If I'm honest, I'm not entirely sure why, but I think it's... No, okay, that's wrong. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button! Yes. This picture shows Mr. Winston Payne, chief prosecutor, and our suspect in the red coat. The president is in the middle of his speech here. I need to think carefully about this moment in time. Which piece of evidence is inconsistent with what's in this picture? Is it the other pictures? Okay, Matt, I need a hint. I'm guessing it's the other picture. The second picture.
I kinda want you to figure this one out.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't say anything else.
Okay. Which piece of evidence is inconsistent with what's in the picture? Hi, Shadow Skies! How are you? Welcome. How's it going? Happy Friday. Wait, what's the history here? Hold on. Your colleague over there. I know law enforcement are very skeptical of types would never believe me, especially not if it had the shooter was standing right next to a certain prosecutor. Well, I know you don't mean me. I wasn't even summoned after a shooting. No, not you, Mr. Edgeworth. With your colleague over there. Huh? Me? Yes, the photograph will prove it, I am sure. You see, right there, in front of the person with the red hood. Yes, that's me, but what are you saying? As I mentioned, I've been following your investigation with some interest, Mr. Edgeworth. While pondering the details, I noticed something strange. Strange what, exactly? Come on now. The man of your talent should be more than capable of spotting a contradiction such as this. The picture shows the chief prosecutor, Mr. Payne, and the shooter. But there's nothing weird there about that, is there? Think carefully. The picture was taken right in the middle of the president's speech. One of the other pieces of evidence you gathered is inconsistent with what we see here. Special report about evening edition. Okay, I don't think it's this. I don't think it's this. Honored friends and allies, I'm here today to deliver a message. The president passionately addresses, that's the way. High-pitched gentleman, that's Winston Ping. The meeting is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? Yes, the president wants to thank us personally. He seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Yatagarasu situation behind him. Gun, bang. Okay, that's it. The president wants to thank us personally. He seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Yatagarasu. So is it the reporter? It's the only thing that addresses all three of them. I don't think it's this one. A diagram of the president's security arrangements, almost certainly classified. We know who might be in the audience. Okay, I'm going to put the recording.
Take that!
The recording? Arg, of course! The tape! It contradicts the photograph. Ah, so you have noticed at last. What's he going on about, Mr. Edgeworth? Someone's missing. Someone... Oh, the chief prosecutor. Is it? I thought it was the guy with the hair. Who indeed, the person who is missing from the photograph is... Oh, her! The journalist. Oh my god! I never noticed that! Wait a second. Because she was supposed to be standing right behind them. But she was on the right side. So why would she be on the left side recording? That is suspicious.
Take that!
The inside of her coat is red! Oh my god. Huh? Miss Lloyd. ... How did you figure that? Miss Payne's voice can clearly be heard on Mr. Lloyd's tape, considering that he was conducting a private conversation with Chief Prosecutor. Oh, there was these two old guys standing right in front of me. They were whispering away to each other the whole darn time. She must have been very close indeed to it captured on tape. You're right, but she's not in the picture. Precisely. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, you still believe that you have been hounding the right... 'Cause she mentioned that her coat is reversible! Ugh. Miss Lloyd, would you mind answering a few questions? Whoa, y'all are fixing to put me under the microscope now? Alright, sure, knock yourselves out. I got nothing to hide. It ain't like you was standing still the whole time. No, I was running all over. Roving reporter style, and that was a big crowd. I guess the picture must have been taken while I was in the spot of the tapes from when I was in another. So quit giving me the evil eye. Ain't nothing but a misunderstanding. Jay, has your twit been private this whole time? No, it hasn't, Shadow Skies. I put it on private because, I didn't, basically, I'm trying to transfer over my presence online on Twitter to Blue Sky. And so I basically put it on private so that way I stop tweeting there. Because I am admittedly addicted to Twitter. So I'm trying to move away from Twitter and move on to Blue Sky more so. But it hasn't been private the whole time. And I mean, if anyone requests to follow me on Twitter, I'm not going to deny it. Quite frankly, I don't care. That she's our perp. Will y'all quit messing with me as if I could have done anything like that? Yeah, the inside of your coat is red. I might be inclined to believe you if your testimony didn't contain a glaring inconsistency. It does? I thought it was pretty good. Seems I have no choice but to present her with the evidence and expose the contradiction. It ain't like I was standing still the whole time.
Hold it!
Why would you be moving around if your main aim was to record the president's speech? What now? How do you know, what do you mean? Surely the speech would have been best recorded from a single consistent position. Well, see, that is, oh yeah, ambience. That's the word I was looking for. Gotta capture the ambience. Can't put that electric atmosphere down in print if I don't have a bunch of tape on for inspiration. Surely all you can achieve to fill the tape with unwanted background noise? Not questioning my methods now? I don't do standing still, alright? No, I was running all over, roving reporter style, and that was a big old crowd. You were running all over. Where exactly? here and there, everywhere, I guess. What do you want what the all over means? You think I remember exactly where I was and when the crowd was like that? What do y'all want from me? I like you to at least tell us whether you were to the left or the right of the stage. Left? Yeah, left, I think. The suspect in the picture was on the left side, too. Coincidence? I guess the picture must have been taken while I was in the spot in the tape, and the tapes from when it was in another. The fact that you are not in the picture is to be expected. Is that what you're trying to tell us? Surely is. I caught your pals and the prosecutors on tape while I was in one part of the crowd. And then that picture was snapped while I was off someplace else. Look at that way. It all makes perfect sense. No, it doesn't! Oh my god. The picture and your recording were taken at different points in the speech. Yep. Timing's everything. You learned that soon as in this line of work. Prove that two things did happen at the same time. Her entire defense will come tumbling down. Okay. Okay. Present. It's this one. Okay. Present this.
Objection!
Hi, Bioshock! How are you? Happy Ace Friday! Miss Lloyd, it's imperative for a reporter to not lie, wouldn't you say? You're danged it is right, and I don't lie. Why does she have a bear trap on her backpack? And yet the photograph and the recording were definitely taken at the same time. What? You can't prove that. Oh, but I can. The evidence is right here in these pictures. This one in particular shows something that lines up precisely with what you were making your recording. Winston Payne! Winston Payne talking.
Take that!
Here, look closely. This is the answer to all our questions. I don't rightly know what that is. Right here, look again. It's faint, but it's there. Wait, what are you? No, it's not? Okay, it's not that? What? What? How is it not Winston Payne talking on the tape? The recording was made right when the photograph was taken, I'm sure of it. I just need to point out the part of the picture that proves it. Part of the picture indicates that it must have been taken at the same time as Miss Lloyd's recording. Like, it must be, like... Is it him? Being there? Oh my god, it's not? What? Oh my god. Okay. What part of the picture indicates... Oh, I wish I... Okay, I wish I could see the tape! So that way I know!
Yeah.
That's annoying. Okay. Is it this? Like the president actually talking? Okay, I'm gonna present that. And what about it? Would it be so kind as to play us the tape again? Nah, I see. It ain't that simple. What if it were to tell you that you don't have a choice? You don't make it easy, do you, Ruffles? Remember, we are concerned with the moment the president raised his fist. Oh, that was on the tape? How big or above the law? The president thrust his fist into the air as the Oh! Yeah, see, I wish I could have read that during that part. Okay.
Yeah.
That's annoying. We now confirmed when it occurred in the recording. Which means Tabby should have been in the picture too. And she is, right there for all to see. Miss Lloyd is in fact the person in the red hood. What? You're our shooter, huh? No, I don't even own a jacket like that. That's right, from everything we know, the owner of the red raincoat is Tabby Lloyd. It's her. The person in the red hood was you, Miss Lloyd, and therefore the owner of the red raincoat must be you. You are the only... Oh, no, wait, I fucked up. The owner of the red raincoat is the other guy. The blunt stain on the raincoat, or have you forgotten about it already? Okay, no, I messed up. Hi, Astral, how are you? No, the jacket belongs to John Doe. It for sure belongs to him. And she was wearing a red raincoat. There are 2 people with hoods all along. Finally made it, not at the end of stream. How are you, Astral? How was your day? Happy Friday. The Mr. Doe's statement was true. Wait, but we only found 1 raincoat. Where's the other one? Our ice cream seller never mentioned a raincoat, only a red hood. So tell us about your jacket again, Miss Lloyd. Huh? This old thing? It's reversible! It's reversible, see? Just so you can turn it inside out and... Eee! Just as I thought. The inside of her hood! It's red! That's right, and when the incident occurred, it's the side of the hood that was visible. What's going on here? What were you really up to, huh, pal? Wait, I never even wore that way around. Perhaps if you would allow us to examine it, we confirm for that ourselves. And y'all are gonna confirm that how exactly? It was raining right up until the president's speech, correct? That much has been established already, and you yourself said. Heck, I don't use neither. Come rain, sleet, snow, or shine, it's my trusty parka every time. Had some Korean food tonight, getting ready to goof off for a second. That sounds like fun. Ball check, everybody quickly. Check your balls right now. The inside should be dry. Wait a sec, this has got a big old backpack on, see? So I can't take off my jacket. Yeah. Well, take off your backpack! Well, maybe I could show y'all some other time. You think an excuse that week is gonna wash with Mr. Edgeworth? Aww. Well, what are you waiting for? If you're innocent, take it off and show us. It wasn't me, I swear. I never shot the dang president. I could never. If that's true, Miss Lloyd, then your best option is to cooperate and tell us the truth. Is there a particular reason why you choose to wear a parka with a red hood here today? I'm sorry, Ruffles. There's something I never told you. Something I couldn't. But I'll come clean, I promise. Just go easy on me. You hear? Oh, who said hold it? Well, who said that? Hold your horses. It's a little soon for the end game. Oh, it's night. What's going on? That goes for you too, Mr. Prosecutor. You lost this one the moment you made your opening move. That's one of men from Case Photographs. Guess I better introduce myself. Oh. That's actually very dangerous and you should never do that for gun safety. What the frick? The name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard and second in command of his security detail. Eh? Point that thing someplace else, pal. What the heck's wrong with you? Sorry, I can't help myself. I'm just too much fun at being this good. You're not a member of law enforcement, so how'd you get a gun? This old girl's a loan from Zheng Fa, temporarily issued to us presidential bodyguards. Astral! Get it? Like chess pieces, his neck? Yeah, he's a knight!
In the fan translation, this guy's name was Horace Knightley.
Horace Knightley! Oh my gosh. Never mind that, I got 2 tidbits of news for you. You want the good or bad first? Choice is yours. I'm indifferent, whichever you prefer. Really? You're giving up the first move advantage just like that? Whatever, you're lost. I guess I'll push out the first pawn then. So you play a little chess, I take it? Ah, a fellow fan, are you, Mr. Red Suit? The name's Edgeworth, and you could say I dabble. Duly noted, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, let's start with the good news. The president's okay. Didn't suffer much as a scratch. He didn't? That's a relief. Particularly for the young lady here. That means there's no longer a murder charge on the table. That is good news, huh, Tabby? Yeah, because I'd never... Now for the bad news. The only reason the president's alive is because we bodyguards did our job. One of us did anyhow. Our boss. Put himself in the line of fire. You're referring to your colleague, Mr. Rook? Yeah, it's game over for him. Oh, he died? No way! Rook is dead? A genuine loss. So, you're saying that Tabby... Yeah, your friend here killed my colleague. My brother in arms. No, heck no, I didn't do it. I didn't kill anybody. I could never. I'd shut my mouth if I were you, murderer. Sure, we did what we had to do. Sacrifice one of our pieces to protect the king. But to lose someone like him during a castling, it's a real shame. Castling? What does that even mean? It's a chess term. Very simplistically speaking, it's the move where a rook switches places with the king. And why didn't you just say so? Mr. Knight, is it? Yeah? What? We'll need to see the victim's body right away. And if possible, I'd like to ask the president a few questions. Sorry, no can do. And why not? That's the third piece of news, and the piece you're gonna like it the least. Thought you said there were only two. The National Police Force of Zhengfa will be handling things from here. What? You better be kidding, pal. This investigation was assigned to us. We're not about to hand it over. You're the Edgeworth, right? The one who solved the Yatagarasu case? The president mentioned you. I'm honored to have warranted his attention. Makes sense that the chief prosecutor would assign this one to you. Wait, did the chief assign me to appease the president? But that was a mistake. A big one. You should have given the case to somebody with a spine. You're free to take it up to the President Wang, if you enjoyed diplomatic incidents, that is. Ah! You're coming with me. We'll continue this on the presidential plane. No, I never did nothing, I swear. We can do this the hard way if you'd like, but Zhengfa, justice is served one way or another. Ruffles, come on, you gotta help me out here, please. Miss Lloyd. She was the one in the red hood, there's no denying that now. But I can't help but feeling we still don't know the whole truth behind this case. I'm innocent, you gotta believe me. Can I really let this happen? Is this really how it ends? The look in her eyes, the crack in her voice as she begs me to help her. This is no act of a criminal, she's genuinely scared. And if I let him take her, we'll never know what really happened. My new name is T Witch Viewer. T Witch Viewer. He does like to swing his gun around. It is very distracting. He's gonna accidentally shoot someone one day. What the? Who's talking? Get your filthy hands off. Oh. Quiet now. Is that really any... Yeah, okay, I remember him from Justice for All now. Okay. I remember now. I remember. Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. Well, it's you! Ah, so you do remember. What do you think you're doing, pal? Put the knife down and give it up. You got some nerve pulling a stunt like this in front of a bunch of police officers. Don't even think about it. You don't stand a chance against this guy. Who are you really, Mr. Doe? Let's just say that I'm no simple ice cream seller. Yeah, we kind of figured that out. Guy's a pro, a hitman. His name is Shelly DeKiller. DeKiller? There's not a legal profession in the country who doesn't know that name. An assassin capable of taking down any target, any place, any time. This isn't the first time our paths have crossed. It's been too long, Mr. Edgeworth. But of course, this is the first time we've met face to face. You're the assassin we've been looking for? In a sense, yes. A certain someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. And that contract did indeed specify that I was to assassinate President Wang. I swear I've seen his picture on my old files before, but... Ugh, how could I have been so careless? My bandage proved useful for bringing a knife into the park undetected. But I miscalculated in a certain other regards. You didn't bring a gun? Now, shall we play a little game, Mr. Knight? I know how fond you are of such diversions. The stakes must be high in order for it to be fun, of course. Shall we wager, say, your life? What do you want from me? I would like for you to allow Mr. Edgeworth to remain in charge of the case. Whoa! Wait a second! What? What are you up to, DeKiller? I would simply like our mutual friend to see things through their conclusion. Huh? But why? Bastian Rook was a man of great skill, one with whom I felt a certain connection. It is only right that the truth behind his death be brought to light. With Mr. Rook's departure, the case is now yours to investigate, is it not, Mr. Knight? I'm simply asking you to transfer that authority to Mr. Edgeworth. It's not something worth losing your life over, surely. You're just using the investigation as an excuse to get close to the president. Am I really? I suppose it is true in order for the investigation to proceed. We'll need to enter the presidential plane. You think I'm gonna let you near him? I'm his chief bodyguard. Are you? And here I thought you were only second in command. Rook's not around, and that means I'm number one. I wonder if you have what it takes to step into such capable shoes. You, of course I do! I'm the leader now, me! If that's indeed the case, then I would ask that you make a choice worthy of a leader. Will you needlessly throw away your life, or will you allow the investigation to continue? Ugh. Is he really doing this to gain access to the president? Does he even need to? What is he plotting? Ooh, this is interesting now. You have no objections, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth. Come, let us continue the investigation. Winston Payne has been in that shocked position for the past, like, 15 minutes. What do we do now, sir? It would seem that we have a little choice but to do as we are told. That said, listen, detective, and listen well. Ooh, Edgeworth's got a plan. I'll buy us some time as I investigate. Meanwhile, you gather the other officers. Have them surround the plane and make absolutely certain there's no way he can escape. Yes, sir, you got it. To be continued. Wait, is that the end of the first case?
No.
Oh no, this is just a break. Okay, okay. Save complete. Woohoo! GG's! It's over! The game's over now, Astral. We can all go home. Alright. Yes, this is recap. And now we go into the plane. We step cautiously aboard. Whoa! He dead. No president in sight. Now, where could he be? No one knows. Ah, so he's hiding in the bulkhead door over there, is he? As courageous as the face of danger as ever. Ha! Sorry to disappoint, but did you seriously expect him to be standing here, waiting to meet his assassin? As we have already established, my interest lies only in the successful conclusion of this investigation. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you'd be so kind as to examine the body. Right. My only option right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe. See, Gumshoe deserves a raise! How is he living in poverty? So the attempted assassination of the president. Looked like you could use a little help there, Mr. Edgeworth. Not that I need it, but yes. That's what I thought. Then there's nothing else for it. Hey, Faraday, great thief extraordinaire. We'll just have to take it from here. Oh, really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me? Nope. I thought not. But I will provide vital assistance, now that they're scouring this crime scene from top to bottom. Okay, Kay! Alright. I need to be able to draw the part of the investigation out for as long as possible. Okie dokie. Okay, you first. The body. Oh, he got shot in a weird spot. The bullet seems to have entered just under his armpit and went clear through his body. He was hit in an area with his bulletproof vest didn't cover. Like it was on purpose or something, huh? The cause of death would appear to be loss of blood. Attempts were made to stanch it, but to no avail. Poor Mr. Rook. The medics must have brought in to try and save him. Sadly, it was too little too late. Bulletproof briefcase? The bulletproof attaché case. Bodyguards use them to shield their clients from gunfire. There were some photos in Kay's photograph, too. So how did it shoot through his armpit? Apparently steal a photo at a public event, Kay. I'm snatching up a moment in time with every picture I take, you know? Thank you, Astral. I feel like I'm doing a good job. Maybe. It's the victim, Bastian Rook, bodyguard to the president of Zangfa. He's one of the guys that brought the president inside as soon as the shooting started, which means he continued to do his duty right up until his dying breath. At least he'll get posthumously promoted. Hey, it's better to know when to say nothing than to— What the hell, Kay? That's kind of messed up. Interesting. His gun. The victim was also carrying a revolver. It looks like he was trying to use it. He probably drew it on instinct when he felt threatened. We should check to see if he managed to fire any rounds off. All there, and no other signs of the weapon. Yeah, I would, you know what, Como, he's just taking a nap. He's just sleeping there, you know? Just a casual little nap.
His armpit must be itchy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, oopsies. Same model, right? Or who were you trying to shoot, Mr. Rook? Or did he perhaps draw it on instinct when he felt threatened? Okay. Anything else? The blood? There are two large rectangles of cut into the floor here. I can see hinges through the gaps. It's an emergency entrance disguised as an emergency exit. All the President would need to do is lower his rope ladder and make his miraculous escape, which would make an exit, not an entrance. So which is it? It's an exit, but I'd used as an entrance, but disguised as an exit. Yeah, I think? Congratulations, you even confused yourself. That's quite an achievement. Okay, I think that's it. We got some logic here. Oh, did it go through? Huh. Will it pass through the victim? Where did it end up? I'm gonna, like, do this one. Like, not easy to acquire, but it's the same kind of gun. The two guns are exactly the same, meaning it's likely that the one we found is also from Zhengfa. Okay. The bodyguards all got their guns from Zhengfa authorities, right? Yes. Are they, like, super rare or anything? No, I don't believe so. This model isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but certainly not impossible either. Boo! And here I thought they might be valuable treasures. Yes, it is something of a shame. Whoa! I just mentioned treasures, and you actually responded for once. No, I only mean to point out that if the guns were rare, it would only be much easier to trace them. Which would have made them treasures of the evidence variety, I suppose. Ha! See, everything's a treasure hunt one way or another. You could say that. Alright then, the treasure hunting time. On with the investigation. Okay. I don't think we need to logic anything else. You! I didn't do it. I'm a reporter. The bag scoops, not souls. But why did you lie about your jacket and the laser sight? That was... I knew y'all would think it was fishy. Is that really all it was? Please, you gotta believe me. I could never do something like this. Yeah, tell me everything! Like, stop hiding shit. You look more sus. Yeah, stop calling me Chief, too. I clearly don't like it. Ugh, okay. Oh, she has nothing else to say. Okay, what else we got here? A bank monitor is displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane. I must scour the scene and expect anything that Matt catches made. That's us. Okay. What on earth is this? Oh, that? That's the president's favorite plushie. A memento of something. Anyway, don't touch. But if that's the case, then why has it been left up there like nobody cares about it? Yeah, it's pretty weird. Certainly wouldn't be the first place I would think for display of a blood item. Oh, there's shards of glass underneath. I thought something strange about this cubbyhole, but now I'm sure of it. Almost certainly another monitor here. I see. It was hiding. The monitor is displayed at the feet of this very room. They didn't go cheap when they bought these, huh? Very high res. Oh, I'm afraid I can't quite tell myself, but I can even see little crow's feet under your eyes. Oh, my bad. They're just usual deeply etched lines, you know, on your forehead. If you've quite finished. These monitors are displaying the cockpit and parts of the plane's exterior, but don't see anything out of the ordinary. This one's broken. Oh, nothing there. Okay. The plushie is there. He's hanging out. Oh, his book. Ooh, so the president... Wait, what happened here? Mascara the scene. This. It looks heavy. This is what a president wears, huh? It must be made of something super special. Yes, to protect him from bullets. What? So it's not just for show? Of course not. This is a bulletproof vest. So the president did get shot! This handle. A curious figure of a curious animal with a curious expression staring straight at me. And look! There's a big lever right by its butt! Don't even think about it. Oh, I wasn't thinking anything, I swear! Imagine that lever opens the panels beneath my feet. Ah, I see, so he's standing on the trap door. I strongly advise you not to pull it. Do so and you will regret it! You know, I'm okay with taking some advice, especially when it's from a professional killer. Phew! Here are these. Personal safety alarms. Ooh, cute! I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying these for his kids, or maybe his wife too. Why would they all be here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use. Objection, Your Honor! It's simply not possible for one person to use this many personal alarms. Why, you ask? Because he is human and therefore possesses only 2 hands. Sure, okay, sure. Papers. Documents of some kind. We could always steal a glance. Resident safety paramount. Spectator area should be covered at all times. Also covered in case of amphibious assault. Oh yeah, like the one from the trash can. Precisely. But wait, something feels off. Yeah, this is the old one. Yeah, because they switched. And there's a lot less, like, people. Present. The 2 plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Huh? Oh, you're right. Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. Residents' orders. Why the urgency? Because of what happened the day before. The killer tried to take him down. Oh, him. He infiltrated the security detail, posed as one of us. Rook figured it out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president. Oh. If our leader hadn't stepped in, then we'd all have been out of a job. But he made it, and our friend here would have wound up with a serious twisted arm. Rook put a bullet in it for good measure, too. And where were you while this was happening? You were the first one I overpowered, were you not? Oh, that's embarrassing. Shut up, kid! Ah, now I get it. Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. Okay, this just happened like a couple of seconds ago. I busted up my neck so bad I can't even look at to my right. I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill. He is truly a master of his craft. Unlike a certain someone I could mention. I'm just as good as I ever was. Wait a second, he said I can barely look to the right? Oh, that's his left. Okay. What the heck do you know? So that's why you remembered Mr. Rook's name, you admired his skill as a bodyguard? Indeed, while I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives, but his in particular stayed with me. It joined a very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me. So that's the connection he was talking about. I see. And that's why we changed up the security plan. Had to be sure there weren't any more assassins in the ranks. The president didn't want anybody on stage he didn't trust, and he only trusts 2 people, me and Rook. Okay. How does that explain your change of position? Oh yeah, he switched over to the right-hand side. I told you I can't turn my neck to the right. I could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right of the stage. I see. Okay, logic. Assassination attempt and bulletproof vest. No? What? That's bullshit. That's stupid. Assassination attempt. Has the bullet lodged in it? Is it the president's? The bullet passed through the victim. Where did it end up? Oh! Here and this? The president? Is it this one? Yeah, okay. We got there eventually. 2 bullets were fired in total. We did it, Matt. We got it. One traveled through the flag and to the balloon. The other took Rook's life. But there's a bullet in the president's vest too, right? How is that possible? How indeed? Numbers don't add up. However, there is one possible explanation. There is? After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found it lodged in the vest. In other words, our 2 bullets were in fact one. No way! He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse. And he wasn't injured at all by the impact, even when obstructed by a vest, and the bullet can inflict serious damage. Sure, I know the guys who got broken bones that way, but the president's okay. He's made of strong stuff. Sounds like he didn't need a vest. Let's not get carried away here. I want the bullet ballistic markings analyzed. Remind me, what are those again? Okay, blah 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 blah. We know this. Yes. This is explained every single game. Might be easier said than done. That bullet hit solid armor. The impact will have completely flattened it. You'll be lucky if there's anything left for forensics to find. What? But it is all set for some analyzing. Okay. Satara's right. The guy's definitely not okay. That's quite enough investigating for now. What is taking so long, Detective Gumshoe? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, have you solved the case? No, not yet. Is that so? Then perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you do so. Another witness? Who? The president! The most important witness of them all, the man on the other side of that door. He really intends to have me question the president? Now, if you would be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop right there, DeKiller. You're nuts if you think I'd let him anywhere near you. Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you are watching us through your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's life. Grr. Well then, if nothing else, we now know what kind of man you really are. Mr. President! Stop! You can't do this. Let's all just calm down, alright? Come on, detective. Where the blazes are you? Yeah! The lights! What's happening? Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I would advise you to stay very still. It seems I will not be granted my audience with the president after all, even with Mr. Knight's life as my bargaining chip. No! Stop! Nah! Eh! Okay! You won't get away with this, Mr. Killer. I have seen enough, and now I know the truth. Where are you? Where did you go? Ah! Ooh, what's going on? He's leaving! I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this game gonna be us trying to catch this guy? Worth. Stir. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe? Sir! Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Oh, he didn't die. I must have been knocked unconscious. Sir, you're okay. Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Never mind me. He didn't hurt you, did he, Kay? Nah, I'm fine. Only just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it. So you can stop worrying. Detective, did you manage to stop the killer? Well, see, Mr. Lloyd came running out of the plane and, she told us he'd flown the coop. We are too late. I'm sorry, sir. Bodyguard over there had told us something, too. Seems there's an inflatable boat missing from the window. The killer must have stolen it and rowed himself across the lake. How did the police officers outside not see it? What about the cordon around the park? I called everybody back to stake out the plane, including the guy stationed across the water. No, so he's completely slipped through our fingers? Not the best look for the department, but yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Knight, you're alive. Yeah, no thanks to that murderer. Oh, that reminds me. I found this lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth. It's the calling card! Marked with a seashell. Guess he wanted to leave a message. Right, okay. The killer usually leaves these next to bodies of his victims. But you're not dead, sir. But I could have been. Maybe that's the message. I can't stop thinking about his parting words. I have seen enough, and now I know the truth. Capable hand. He has respect for me. He likes me. And now I know the truth. Alright. What's going on? That was the president. He's coming out. Now? Ooh. He's a lion! He's so scary. So he's the president of Zhengfa, Mr. Di Junwang. And you are?
Okay, in the fan translation, He actually has a pretty similar name. He's Dijon Huang.
Huang.
Like H-U-A-N.
Ah, okay. So, okay, interesting.
So, I'm pretty sure it's just a
different way of saying...
a different translation of that.
I agree, yeah. The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Dijon Huang. Your efforts on behalf of Zhengfa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis. I was referring to the Itagarasu case. Thank you, sir, but all I did was solve a few local cases of murder. You are too humble. I have been observing your investigation. You're an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth, even if the killer did get away. That is very kind of you to say, so he was watching through the security feed. Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes. What do you mean? Hear me, foolish... Oh, I thought he was giving me the finger. Oh my god. Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. Knight has appraised me on the state of affairs, and from this point forward, the case will be handled by Zhengfa's police force, the finest in the world. Even with the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case? What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks to Mr. Edgeworth like that. If it hadn't been for him, the killer would have... Detective! Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhengfa's jurisdiction. You fail to see? Enough, puny prosecutor. No wonder his ratings are low. He's such an asshole. Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourselves from this plane. I'd do as he says if I were you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh. This can't really be at the end of the line, can it? There's gonna be a hold it. Someone's gonna say hold it. Oh. Aw, never mind. That's lame. Why? Why did this come so far only to pull the case from out under us? Now, you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect. Yes, sir, right away. To make an attempt on my life? To murder one of my faithful servants? Okay, I can see why his ratings are very, very low. Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist. Answer me this, in a word already lousy with lies, with deception, with sin and iniquity. Can we stand by and suffer yet another crime go unpunished? I say no, 1,000 times no. There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why, you ask me? Then I will tell you. He's hiding something. I'm certain of it. And if I leave him now, we'll never know. I like how he's still talking, but Edgeworth is like... thinking. Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
He's a yapper.
He is a yapper. ... Think, Miles. Remember. How many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? Multiple times on the last case, last game, Edgeworth. Multiple times. You confronted lies
that wasn't
of
in the
witnesses.
courtroom.
Yeah, you're right. That was... Where was that? In the random-ass freaking middle of the hall.
Building.
Yeah. You always get the truth? Yes. Good job, Edgeworth. Yes, yes. Stand tall, Edgeworth. Ooh. Ooh. Now, let us analyze the state of play. Begone, puny prosecutor. Do you dare defy the direct order of a president? He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure rhetorical force. When an opponent is on the offensive, the best thing to do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's the head of state, a seasoned politician. He won't open himself up to attack so easily. Can't let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find my moment. My first aim should be to find out why he's insisting on Zhengfa taking over the case. Board is set, making my opening gambit. Knight, chess, commence. Explain to me why Could you at least explain to me why I'm off the case? Imbecile, cease your insolent jabbering. Need not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they are none of your concern. If I want to take this further, I need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. Who will take over the case? Did I give you permission to speak? Oh my god. Bide my time. I am the leader of Zhengfa. I have no time for insolent back chat. I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You say that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force? I do. Now enough to your pointless questions. Good boy. The interior of this plane is sovereign territory of Zhengfa. You have no rights here. Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? To keep that in mind, it could be a useful clue. Explain to me why I'm off the case. Boy, my clue. In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location. Yeah! You smarmy, smart Alec. And as you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zhengfa. And from that, we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritoriality apply inside here. Is that correct? Enough! Cease your objectionable whining. Bide my time. If you have nothing else to say, then stop wasting my time and get out of my sight. Maybe there is such thing as biding my time too much. Oh no! Yes, Edgeworth, I understand. Okay, explain to me why I'm off the case. They related to the current location. Okay. You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't be able to escape my scrutiny. It is unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritorial, you became visibly agitated. You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It's true, extraterritoriality applies. Your law means nothing here. And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you're powerless, have neither influence nor authority here. Interesting, so the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all of this. Heh. Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that the plane is sovereign territory, shall we? Ooh, yay, we get more time, chat. This next move will surely decide the victor. He may be president, but nobody is untouchable. Just have to find the right angle of attack. Is that rule over play here? You believe the extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it? Do you even understand what you are asking? Of course, if I didn't, I wouldn't ask it. Have you no shame? Calling into question the good word of such one as myself? Bide my time. I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your own foolishness. You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. But that would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who is being wrongfully accused of this crime. Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Zhengfa. If I want to take this further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. Surely you see that you have overplayed your hand. Nobody asked you for your opinion. You need to only obey me, nothing else. You think I'll obey you? You must have realized by now what a massive corner you've talked yourself into. Oh. What? That's not it? Okay. Okay. Bide my time. You dare tell me how to govern? How to lead? How dare you dare contradict me? Over a matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt? Yes, I do. No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There is nothing left to debate. Oh, that's not it? It's bide my time, isn't it? Okay. Bide my time. Bide my time. Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There's no other viable suspect. Fascinating. So he's claiming that Miss Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane? Could be a vital clue. Okay. Ugh. Man, okay, I'm really not good at this one. Does that rule apply?
It's not that hard, you just need to, like... like... If it seems like they're angry, then you bide your time. That's pretty much how it works most of the time.
Okay.
I feel like they make it pretty obvious with like the responses whenever they're angry, because they're all like accusatory and like
I see.
stuff like that.
Okay. Okay, Mr. President. Okay, whew. Sheesh. Mind chess. Checkmate. I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President. Grr. Yeah, it was from outside the plane. I hereby officially, unreservedly, confirm my approval. Consider it a gesture of magnanimity and generosity, for which is my good office is known. Sure, sure. Uh-huh. 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 That's all when you could have just said, okay, you got me. Mr. Knight, if you care to return the evidence. Okay, thank you. Yay, we get our evidence back. We did it, Mr. Edgeworth. We sure did. And now the investigation can continue. Whatever, enjoy your pocket full of pawns. I'll be over here enjoying how to put them into play. Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor if you would be so kind. What is it? Could you please give us your testimonies concerning the incident itself? Now you want me to testify? Whoa, 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 that's your next move? Want the President to testify? Of course! In good time, Mr. Knight. He'll get his day in court soon enough, but if a person of interest refuses to cooperate in the investigative state of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as the reasons for doing so. What's the matter? Is there something that you'd rather we didn't know? Stand down, Knight. I'll do as the prosecutor asks. Thank you for your cooperation. Now listen, and listen well. Okay. Where I was when the incident occurred, the stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then, bang! A shot rang out, and the plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. No hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then, the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook, and it lodged in the bulletproof vest I was wearing. I guess you looked at it and went away. The President is also a victim here. Okay, I think it is the timeline. Why would the target of the crime try to obstruct the investigation? I guess there's something behind all this he doesn't want made public. A cover-up! That's sus. Time to get to the bottom of this once and for all. Okay. President Wang's testimony. Okay, when the incident occurred, the stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then bang, a shot rang out, and the plain, unblemished balloon exploded nearby. No hesitating for an instant, my owner tried to escort me back to the plane. Okay, it's like one of these two. It's this one. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. It's probably this one? Oh, it's not? Ugh! I feel like I'm on the right track, though. I feel like that's it. It's the timing, because the Rook and Knight jumped in front of me, then bang, a shot rang out, and a plain unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Maybe it's this one? Or is it this? Maybe it's the recording on this one. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then bang, a shot rang out. Maybe it's this one. I present this. No? Oh my gosh, okay. I hate it when I think I have it, Matt, but it's not, like, it's clearly something, like, oh, that's very frustrating to me. I know I'm right on the thing that I'm trying to, like, I know it's the timing. I know it's the timing, but I just don't know which evidence and which, whatchamacallit, text piece I have to present on. The bodyguard tried to escort me back to the plane, and then the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest. Okay, yeah, it's the timing. Bang! A shot rang out and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Maybe it is the pictures? But on that one. Before, during, and after the shooting. Okay, it's not that. Oh my gosh, Matt. Okay, Matt, can you, before I drive myself crazy, can you tell me this one? That one is, this one's actually driving insane.
It's a little bit simpler than what you're thinking.
Oh.
It doesn't have to do with the timing.
Oh. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me.
You were on the right statement, though.
Oh, I was on the right statement. Bang! A shot rang out and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. A plain, unblemished balloon? But it's like a plain, unblemished balloon of red. Is it the fact that he thought that the balloon was plain and not... That's so dumb! I strongly beg to differ. Why? Take a look at this. I think you'd agree that it's hardly plain. That's so dumb, Matt! That's so dumb! I'm like way ahead of it. Oh my gosh, it's very frustrating. That is so frustrating to me.
Games are like that sometimes. I mean, the main series is like that. But let them cook.
Okay, I'm letting them cook. It was in fact the Steel Samurai. But the briefing mentioned 2 plain red balloons. And there they are on the right security plan. They look pretty plain, and don't they? Just simple round balloons. Knight! What is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. Yes, Mr. President. It seems the Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute, sir. Borrowed? That's what we were told. Guess they only reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. It seems there was a little trouble here on site last night. One of the original balloons burst somehow. So they swapped it for an emergency replacement? Yeah, one of the stall holders happened to have it. From what I hear, he was more than willing to lend it out. A very happy-go-lucky kind of... It's freaking Larry. A happy-go-lucky stall holder with a Steel Samurai balloon to spare. Huh. They filled the balloon bottom part up to make it look like it was an ornament balloon. Oh, interesting. So while it was a Steel Samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above the water. That's the long short of it. Knight! Why was I not informed of this? Sorry, sir. We didn't think it was pressing issue. And indeed, you saw it and you know different. Yes, I suppose so. Could you really have been mistaken the Steel Samurai's pants for a red balloon? Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon. Of course! What was that outburst for? Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon. You couldn't see it? That's right. The wind was blowing too hard. The flags on the sides of the stage were flapping incessantly, blocking my view. Is that so? Yes, those 2 flags. They were being blown backwards towards me. It would have been strong winds blowing right around the time of the incident, strong enough to blow the flags just in such a fashion. But that does conflict with anywhere. Yes, it does. Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction. It has. Yes, a contradiction that could turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly for the most part. But if the wind had previously been blowing the flags as the President describes, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning. Which piece of evidence? Yes. It's this one. Earlier we deduced that the bullet that struck the Steel Samurai balloon and the bullet that passed through the flag were the one and the same, but these 2 things were further deduced from the trajectory of the bullet must have taken. And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area, but if the flags were blowing as the President describes, our conclusion becomes quite different. No way! If the flags were pointed the other direction, exactly, our trajectory changes completely. And if we trace the trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired that shot. Wait, but Mr. Edgeworth, that would mean... Yes, I know. We may not understand the reason why, but it can only have one person who did it. The Presidente or Knight? It was Knight!
Take that!
The person who fired that shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight. What? The path of the balloon back through the flag leads directly to the spot you were standing. But the guy is one of the president's bodyguards. What the heck would go around shooting balloons? This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? That Mr. Knight, a man who saved my life countless times, would be an assassin? Seriously, Edra, we put up a lot from you, but this? We're President Wang's bodyguards. We're the pieces we put on the board to protect the king. I'll handle this, Knight. Sorry, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech, but the wind picked up and died anyway in an instant, can it not? Therefore, I need proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during that crucial moment. The first shot was fired around the time the president raised his fist. I have a piece of evidence that shows just that. Yes, it's the picture now. Is the picture? Can you see the flags? You can't see the flags. Oh, the flag is there. There's nothing else. Yeah, it must be the picture. Oh, oops.
Take that!
Your proof is in this picture right here. This should be good. Which picture? And where? You can see which way the flag was really blowing. Right here, on the corner. Present. Well, do you know it clearly shows the flag? Nah. There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting. So that means our pal over there did shoot the balloon, making him the assassin? Then Mr. Knight is not the assassin, because why would he shoot out towards the balloon? Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss. Yeah, besides, why would I even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? And watch how you answer. I might aim for something else next. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Knight definitely shot the balloon. The fact alone changes everything about the case. Knight's position. The revised trajectory data shows that Knight shot the right side of the balloon. Like, it must be like this and this together. Why did Knight assign position change? I told you, I can't. Oh, thank you for the Franziska Von Karma. Thank you for following. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. She hasn't shown up yet. I'm waiting. She's biding her time. Thank you for following, Franziska. Please don't whip me. I didn't do anything, I promise. But is that the only reason? Let us suppose that the plan hadn't changed, that Knight had remained posted on the left side. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he even have been able to shoot the balloon closest to him? Could it be that the security plan changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? And if he was supposed to be, if we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganizing? The two plans are different. The security detail reorganizing at some point? Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. President's orders. That's right, the president was the one who ordered the change. Alright, assassin. Finally, this one. Okay. If I'm reading things right, the president knew in advance about the balloon shooting, which means he must have foreknowledge he would be in someone's crosshairs today as well. And if that's true, then everything else has been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? And why would they carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? Welcome back, Seven! Welcome back. Why use the laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all, despite direct hit to his vest? These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider. But there is only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun. To create the illusion of an assassination attempt. What? Huh? ... Idiot. You don't understand. Do you understand what you're saying? Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off my hands, Mr. President. This case is peak like we thought it would be. It's one character, Seven, that I wasn't expecting to be in this game that's in this game. That makes it very good so far. It's one character. How dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of sick joke? Oh, it's no joke. I assure you. It's simply the truth that is revealed by careful application of logic and reasoning. Yeah, Seven. I don't think you were here, Seven, for the reveal. It was the ice cream dealer. The ice cream dealer is an evil guy. The sound of gunfire and bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause panic. And then he fired again. He did? Yes, he fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. And as for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create the impression the president had been hit. So then what's the deal with one of the vests? I'm willing to bet that the bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred. Heh. So Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all. That's not true! I was shot, I tell you. We'll be able to verify that for ourselves once we take a closer look at the bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct? Grr. You said it yourself. You found a shooter in a photograph. The person with the red hood. I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight. Then where does Tabby fit into all of this? She was simply one part of her plan. In order to place suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin. A highly suspicious person with the red hood. I have yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme. I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point the laser sight at the president. That's right! Then I was tasked with turning your jacket inside out in the moment the crowd flew into a panic, yes. Thus making the mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in a blink of an eye. Then, when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would all appear to have been a work of an assassin so skilled they could vanish into thin air. But then the case would have gone cold. Exactly what our friends here were hoping for. Makes sense now why they wanted you off the case. Indeed, because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself. But who killed Mr. Rook? Oh, he angry. He really angry. Oh, he looks like a sad lion! Oh, it makes me so sad for him. He's a pathetic man! Arg! The presidential mask was well truly slipped. Admit it, the entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it? If that stupid chief prosecutor hadn't insisted on assigning you. How could I let this happen? Objection! Okay, that guy's voice is interesting. That's enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Knight! Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now.
In the fan translation, they also had, like, objection noises done by people on the fan translation team.
That's so fun! Cute.
I like the one that he had in that one better than this one. Just because it sounded like more, it was like, objection!
More bratty.
Yeah.
He wouldn't, would he? Nah, I don't need this thing to shut you up. Alright, my move. Question. You claim I fired my gun on stage. How did you figure I did that in front of a crowd of thousands? An excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. You had a certain something that allowed you to conceal your actions. A certain something, huh? Mighty specific. It was the briefcase. This one. My attaché case. Yes, take a look at Miss K's photograph. Your right hand is completely obscured by the case. At the very moment this picture is taken, you are firing your gun. And in such a way that you wouldn't be detected. Objection! You don't like the fact that get facts, blah 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 blah. Yeah, Knight, we know. Conjectures, nothing more. The flag was billowing in the wind precisely the right moment. I had my gun with my attaché case. We changed the security plan because I couldn't turn my head. It's all just speculation, circumstantial evidence at best. You can't prove any of it. You at least had the bullet that burst the balloon. You might have a scrap of my capability. Imagine you could run forensics to see if it matched my gun. But no, that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. You gonna dredge it up? I hate to say it, but he's right. I don't have anything concrete. I thought not. Maybe now you can shut your mouth. Objection. It's her! Miss Lloyd. Of course, she could shed some light on this whole situation. I just need to get her to talk. What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist? No, never mind. That's what I thought. Miss Lloyd! I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. You are a journalist, after all, are you not? Yeah, come on, Lloyd. Dang it! I can't stay quiet any longer! Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? Think carefully before opening that mouth of yours. I was so focused on begging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. Real journalists don't lie. Ain't no dang scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have showed you this before. What is it? It's the laser pointer I used on the president. But that was all I'd done. I never shot anybody. You stupid. I thought I told you. You squeal and you go down as an accomplice. It was him! He told me to do it. I was at Zengfa's embassy sniffing out a story like I was told. This was 3 days back. He comes up to me out of the blue, just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you an exclusive access to the president. All that kind of stuff. What about the gun in the trash can? That I don't know nothing about. I swear it. All he's told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood and to point it at the president. Point the pointer at the president. Never thought for a minute it'd blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry, I truly am. Thank you, Miss Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. You have to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham. Ugh, what's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you? My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Had you successfully removed me from this case as you intended, perhaps then you could have kept your pawn quiet. Ooh. Let me get this straight. You told Tabby, if you let slip our fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted of murder? Or something like that? All of the dirty! They said no such thing! President Wang? Give it up, Knight. It's time we came clean. It's our only choice. Ooh! So, Mr. President, you admit it. You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt. I do. I'm sorry. But why? Why do something like that? My popularity has been on the wane back home. I thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me the boost I needed. I know what we did wrong. So yes, it was all lies. All of it. And the bullet in the vest? It was planted ahead of time. I wasn't hit by anything today. But then, what's up with the killer? Our plan got out somehow. And then he just appeared, hell-bent on turning our fake assassination into a real one. Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. He hoped to get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job. There is one thing I don't understand, though. Oh, and what would that be? Why did Rook have to die? If the whole thing was fake, how did he wind up getting killed for real? That's true, and therein lies the real question. He was a fine bodyguard, the best, in fact. He may not have been native of Zangfa, but he was someone I could fully trust. Mr. Rook must have been really something to get the trust of someone to hide it from his own shadow. Sounds like he was as trustworthy to the president as I am to you, huh, sir? I believe that's for me to say, detective, not you. So, Mr. Rook, must have known about the plan too then, correct? He wasn't aware of any specific details, so no, not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused. And you would have done well to listen to him. Ugh, this is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted. Why is he so quiet? What's so great about him anyway? What's gone into him? It was just another piece of the board. There's to protect you, nothing more. Mr. Knight, how could you? Okay, so it was him that killed him. So, who was it that actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Well, that pious coward backed down when you needed him to step up the most? I value your support too, of course, but... Look, I'm your chief bodyguard now, and that's all that matters. Now that spineless fool Rook is gone, things are gonna change around here. Thanks to me, genius strategist, Grand Master, rightful leader of this team. We are all aware of your ambitions, Knight, but doesn't this seem a little imprudent to you? Heh. Why? My plan this time was perfect. They always are, and they always will be. That's quite a statement. Especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure. Yeah, no thanks to you. And that buffoon Rook. And how exactly was it Mr. Rook's fault? If he hadn't died, the killer would have never come after me. And I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane. Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that. Okay, I'm starting to like the President. Fine, the guy died protecting you, Mr. President. I'm sure that was what he always wanted. But did he die protecting the President? Wait, I thought the whole assassination thing was fake. Oh, come on, do I have to say everything twice? We planned a fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? Like you said, Edgeworth, one of them was the bullet shot I shot through the balloon. But the second? That wasn't me. Are you sure? Then who did fire it? The real assassin, but not the killer. His plan was to come after the President with a knife. No, the most likely suspect here is the piece of cowering quietly in the corner. Only Lily White Queen over there. What? Miss Lloyd? Again with this? I'm not your dang assassin. Is that really true? I, for one, don't believe it. The gun in the trash can. It can only belong to you. As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the President back onto the plane. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the President in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. This journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the President off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can. So you don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you? The Knight doesn't protect the Rook, Edgeworth. He protects the king. You want to translate? He means that his only concern was protecting the President. Lose the king and you lose the game. Isn't that the first rule of chess? But a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed. Doesn't matter, it's still a victory. I kept the President safe and I win. Well, it's a bit early calling our little match. In any case, this is where our battle really begins. As soon as I shot the balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort back onto the plane. Okay. The victim really didn't take part in your little plan then, did he? Nope, and we kept him in the dark on the details. So he really thought the President was in danger? But wait, he must have noticed that the shot came from the right next to him. Maybe he did, guess we'll never know. And even if he did know it was a sham, he still had a job to do. He still had to protect his king. And he was able to make judgment like that in a split second? Impressive. He really is as capable as they say. Not so capable that I couldn't read him like a book. I made it so he had no choice but to go along with our little performance. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the President in the safe room. Why did you do that? You and the President both knew the whole thing wasn't real. But it had to seem real. There were people everywhere. It's not a good look, right? Imagine if someone had spotted a man who'd just been shot at, hanging out in his plane, sipping grape juice like he didn't have a care in the world. And what was the victim during all this? Who knows? I was in the safe room, like I said. Anyway, when I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. Where on the ground exactly? Right where he is now, in the middle of the floor. The door to the outside was shut, though. I guess the bullet must have hit him right before he closed it. And thanks to his little blunder, my whole plan fell apart. Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk that way. He might have kept you safe, Mr. President, but he isn't here now to save your good name. I call that a dereliction of duty. Would you call it? An honorable try, which is more than what you'd give, I'd say. Sorry, but that's just how it is. This journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the President off stage. Oh, oopsies. That single shot was fired from the gun you found in the trash can. That's probably not true, because 2 shots. 2 spent bullets. Yeah. So you contend that it was you who shot the balloon and Miss Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook? Are you sure about that? Sure, I'm sure. While you've proposed but you would indeed match up with the total number of shots heard, the gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice. Now, why would that supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple, because it was planted by the real perpetrator of the crime. Somebody faked the evidence? Yes, and if you think about it, the reason for doing so is obvious. To ensure that whoever found the gun would conclude that the shooter had been in the spectator area. And in order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots have come from this one weapon. I get it, so that's why it got 2 spent rounds, huh? Precisely. As we have already proven, the bullet had burst the balloon came from a different weapon, which makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either. Nice work, Edgeworth. That's some high-grade sleuthing. But why don't you get to the point? You come this far, spit it out. Oh, I intend to, don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook it was you!
Take that!
It was you. You, Mr. Knight, you're the one who murdered Mr. Rook. Ooh, finally got up the courage to say it, huh? Surely not. Surely you would've. It wasn't only the killer who tried to take advantage of the fake murder plot. You killed Mr. Rook, hoping that he would look like an accidental victim in the bungled assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room, and the door of the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rook, alone, together. That's when the third bullet was fired, right into your colleague's body. Wait, you're really gonna claim there's a third one now? You just said only 2 gunshots were heard. Wanna tell me how that works? Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside, not even gunfire. But it wasn't the president right next door? Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President? I didn't hear anything. But you can observe this room through your security feed, can you not? The camera in this room isn't normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room. And that's what you did this time too, right? He didn't. Well, that is what's gotten into him. Mr. President, this is vitally important. Please, Mr. President Wang. Fine. I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears. What? Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real? Yes, because I hate the sound of guns. There's the slightest hint of that awful noise and oh, it's just too much. Honestly, same, Kay. Same, Gumshoe. Oof. There's the sadder pot that overcooked crawfish. Mr. Knight, you saw that President Wang was cowering beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room hadn't been switched on, which means you knew that circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot straight at Mr. Rook. Knight, how could you? Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly? You think I killed the old half-wit? You don't trust me much, huh? This is thanks to the get for putting my life on the line for you day after day. I want to believe you, but I don't get it. I just don't get it. What's there to doubt here? What, you don't believe that girl over there could have done it? No, because this gun isn't the murder weapon. We know this from the number of bullets fired. Yeah? Well, how do you know there wasn't a spent bullet from the start? What? Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday, or the day before. Then today, another bullet that hit the Rook. That's pure speculation, pal, and you know it. Maybe, but can you prove it's not true? Not with any certainty, no. You think she could have done it, Seven? You're nothing but without conclusive proof, so come on. I've been working on the study app all day. Time to play my silly little games. I think, ooh, Sitara, what game are you gonna play? Woo-wah? A single piece of evidence straight through my heart. I dare you. Well, what are you waiting for? Nah. There must be something. Wasn't there, Mr. Edgeworth? We can't prove it. Tabbies. Please, Ruffles. I messed up. I know I did. I should have never had done what I did. Not even for a scoop. But murder? Nah, that ain't me. Ain't a murderous bone in my body. Ooh, the new Genshin quest. Nice. Wait, perhaps I can. You at least had the bullets that burst the balloon. Might have scrapped up credibility. Imagine you could run forensics to see if it matched my gun. If we had the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, Forensics could tell us which gun it was fired from. No proof, no case. End of conversation. Hold it right there. It's in the teddy bear, isn't it? What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof. Of course I do. This ought to be good. Alright, show me this proof of yours. The bullet that killed Mr. Rook is the key to ending our little game. Very well, my conclusive evidence is... not in my possession. Not currently in my possession. Alright then, thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over. However, it is here in this room. What? As we know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back to an earlier conversation. After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse. But now, of course, we know that so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. Yeah, the music's good. The vest was prepared in advance and to make look as if it had been hit by a bullet, which begs the question, where is the real bullet? I like it. A twist. This is good stuff, Edgeworth. Come on, then. Don't keep us in suspense. Where the bullet that killed Mr. Rook might have ended up... It's in the TV! Where is it? One monitor is missing. Is it as simple as that? There is something very clearly missing from this room. Yes? A prosecutor with some common sense? Take a look at the bank of security monitors. Oh, I see you've caught on, Mr. President. Splendid. There are screens here showing views from all around the plane inside and out. Only external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft. That's because one of the monitors is missing. There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President? There was. I have no idea what my plushie is doing there now, though. It appears someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. But where did it go? And why? Why is easy enough to answer, because it was struck by a bullet. For we were to believe the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed. So where did the missing monitor go? Where indeed? I believe that must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Detective Gumshoe, conduct a search if you would. Right away, sir. Mr. President, extraterritoriality, remember? I have no objection to the search. Please, go ahead. If it will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook, I will not stand in your way. What are you? I don't believe this! Rook this, Rook that, don't you ever think about anybody else? A search has been authorized, Detective, if you wouldn't mind. Ooh! Sir, I found the monitor. Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet. Good job, Gummy. Blood. This is the blood that killed Mr. Rook, there's no doubt about it. And there you have it, Mr. Knight. The single piece of evidence you requested, straight through your heart. Even you must now admit that this bullet didn't come from the spectator area gun. Then Miss Lloyd could not have been Mr. Rook's killer. What, no pithy comeback? Detective, have forensics analyze the bullet for striations, compare them to the gun we found. Yes, sir. I'll get the evidence you need. You can count on it. Alright, let's hear what forensics has to say. Oh, the president looks so sad. They did it, 7! Ace Attorney music is so good. Firstly, the blood on the bullet is indeed that of the victim, proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun. Ooh. Now for the key part. Oh, yeah, you're right. The striations. They are not a match. If they're not a match, then this slate's clear. Lastly, the striations on the bullet are a match with this weapon. They are a match. What? But how could that be? No way! Aw, come on! No doubt about it, sir. This is the gun that fired the bullet. Wow! Hehehe. Well, isn't that something? Conclusive proof that I was right. What's the matter? You didn't think you had me backed into a corner, did you? Guess you misread the board. Because the only back end into a corner here is you. There's no denying forensics proved that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. Who pulled the trigger? It can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The hack killed Rook. She's the murderer, and you just proved it. Okay, we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see. I don't know what we have. Yes. Blah, 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 night. How did it come to this? I don't know, Edgeworth. You started it. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer really is. There's no way Tabby did it, is there? Yeah, don't let him get to you, Kay. Alright. Let's see. Both got A. Yes! BioShock! Yes! Oh my god, you have to tell us how you like
Let's
them.
go.
That's so exciting, BioShock. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. Forensics would back you. Blah, 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 blah. How does it feel to be shot in the chest by your own... When are you gonna start playing them, BioShock? When? When? Now? Today? Right this moment?
Expeditiously.
Expeditiously! And the gun and the bullet shouldn't match. What is it, Kay? I was just thinking, if the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it. You're asking me to call the evidence into question? Well, there's no way Tabby did this, right? So if the evidence says that she did, the problem must lie there. You seem very sure about this. Call it my great thief intuition. Intuition, huh? Okay. Which means, as someone who believes the evidence is everything in court, the irony is not lost on me, but if I were to call a piece of evidence into question, it would have to be the gun. If something untoward's going on here, it would have to involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun. Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourselves from this plane. They said that the gun was clean. When they checked for prints, like Gumshoe checked for prints. Indeed, he had ample opportunity. There's no doubt the gun weapon is used in the crime. Which means it must belong to... It must belong to Knight, right? Yeah, there's no other way. Do it, Seven, do it! He switched them around. That has to be it. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. Okay, I think that's wrong. How? Because when Gumshoe swiped, like, checked, he had the gun checked when we found it for prints, and he said there were no hits, there was no prints whatsoever. They checked the gun inside and out. So, but that's not here. Switch for the one round in the oh, present. It says switch. There we go. Okay. I was like, wait a second. There we go. Heh. An intriguing move there, Edgeworth, and you must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence, while I was busy trying to make the case for the remaining of the investigation. You took the laser sight from the gun and found in the trash can and put it on your own. Then, not long afterwards, you handed that gun back to me instead of the one we found. Heh. I did, huh? You think I somehow knew you'd find, let alone run forensics on the bullet sometime in the future? Is that so strange? You're a chess player, after all. A man who used to think for several moves ahead. Seven, when are you gonna start playing AI? When are you gonna start playing the first one? I'm flattered, but much as it pains me to admit, you're overestimating my abilities. Besides, do you even have any proof that I made the switch? How? Like, the proof is that Gumshoe checked the gun. The gun is the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but just as a coincidence. And look, there's a laser sight attached. Also, take a look at the cylinder. 2 spent bullets. This is what we expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original outfit for mine, huh? None, that's what. Okay, sure. Okay. What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you. Sure, Knight, sure. Chat. The gun is the same model as mine. We're sure, but it's just a coincidence. Press. Coincidence, you say? Or is it necessity? Can't be both, pal. Sure it can. We bodyguards need to protect the president, and the girl needs to use a gun, but she probably doesn't know a whole lot about them. It's not far-fetched for her to pick some things she's heard of. Okay. Why a revolver? That's true. Why a revolver? It's very specific. Perfect tool for a job where you can't afford to fail. Look, there's a laser sight attached.
Hold it.
Because you swapped it on there. Put up or shut up, Edgeworth. Where's your evidence? Well, that's... Don't go making accusations you can't back up. Or did your daddy never teach you that? As it stands, the fact that... That's mean! His father's dead! Shut up! Also take a look at the cylinder. 2 spent bullets. Just what do you expect to see? I've been meaning to ask, actually. What about your own weapon? How many spent bullets are in the cylinder? This old girl here? Well, now. Oh, come on. Let loose a few rounds earlier, as you saw. He reloads his gun every time he fires it? But even if we were to tell you how many were in there at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that. Of course, in order to swap the guns properly, you had to maintain the right number of bullets per gun, but you didn't have the chance to put on any gloves, which means... Alright, I think it's about time you did the right thing and resigned, don't you? Game's all but done, you see. What proof do you have that I switched the original out for mine? That's what... Okay, it's this... It would be the bloody bullet, would it not be? It's either the bullet or the gun again. Okay, that's this. Okay, it's not the bullet. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. I have to go over the evidence in his testimony one more time. So what proof do you have? Also take a look at the cylinder. 2 spent bullets. Just what do you expect to see? So what is the proof that you have? It must be the gun again. There's nothing else that I feel... Yeah, okay, it is the gun again. Okay. I have your proof right here. That's your proof? I think you've been working too hard, Edgeworth. Not the gun itself, the evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove, once and for all, that it does in fact belong to you. I'm looking forward to this. Go ahead and make your move. What is this about to come into play? The rook? The bishop? Not a pawn, surely? The evidence the gun will provide takes the form of... the... Oh my god, the fingerprints. Fingerprints. Namely your fingerprints, Mr. Knight. Objection. My prints? Pa, of course my prints are on the gun. You handed it right to me when you gave up the evidence. How could it not be on there? What if I told you there are prints on parts of the gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point? What? Where? You can't prove that. Oh, but I can. There's a place where your fingerprints could never have been left if things happened as you say. Allow me to present the final piece of evidence that will bring our game to its rightful conclusion. Here, look closely at the cylinder, Detective. 2 bullets fired, but where are the prints you're looking for, sir? On the bullet! You did indeed switch the guns when you handed the evidence, but if that were all you'd done, your deception would have easily been detected, because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different. There are 2 spent bullets on the gun we found. Yeah, but what about Mr. Knight's gun? We know that he fired 2 bullets from the stage onto the balloon. And he fired another bullet into Mr. Rook, ending his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus a few odd ones he let loose in shock during our little game. And after each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit, with his bare hands, of course. Narr! Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The ones you mentioned in your report. Sir, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves. Whoa. I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from me handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight. That's... And there we have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. This gun, the one that fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours! And in taking his life, you are the true assassin! I didn't... Checkmate. Grr. Please let it... I hate it when... Okay, good. I thought we were gonna have... I have like PTSD, Matt, from the last case where it's like not over. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Yay! We did it. I was going to be the new chief of security. Were you really, though? That blasted Rook. If it hadn't been for him... Oh, thank you, Seven. Oh my god, I've been scrouching over. Yes, sir. Sir. Sure, Knight. Sure. Okay. Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. Now we're gonna take you into custody. Goodbye. Curse you, Edgeworth. Our game isn't over yet. I'm afraid this is as far as we go for today. Yay! We did it, chat! Next moves we play will be in the courtroom. But it's not fair! It's not fair. Goodbye. Oh, the president's back to looking like that, like a lion. Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exposed a murderer within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that. He's suddenly very presidential again, now we're back outside the plane. I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him. You want me to handle it, not Rook? Rook refused, but I can rely on you, can't I? Of course, sir. You can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail, and he'll play his part like the pawn he is. The hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with Knight in charge of our little deception. And looking back, I think he sensed my discomfort. I can't help but thinking I played a part in his decision to end Rook's life. Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted a fake attempt on your life. That was your crime, and it's a crime you will have to live with. You are right. I can only apologize for the part that I played, and I will no doubt be made to pay for my actions one way or another. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that I shall be eternally grateful. I'll be here in your country for a little while longer yet, but when I have returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Zhengfa. You will always be welcome. Aw, that's so nice. Bye, sir. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! Y'all don't know how grateful I am. All is well as ends well. Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you, of course, was entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you are a willing participant in this staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak to you about that matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. I know, I'm awful sorry about everything, I truly am. I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits. There sure are. I got me some serious thinking to do. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. That was something else. Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum, earns eternal gratitude of president. Now how's that for a headline? Hey, there's my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how does it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon. She certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment. Dang, you're one tight-lipped son of a gun. As well as I should be. This case is not over yet. It isn't? How come, sir? Because until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over. The case is... this shit. Right? Oh, this.
Take that!
The killer's calling card? Mr. DeKiller has yet to complete his assignment. You mean he might still try to murder the president? I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet. Ooh. As one would expect, the attempted assassination of a president. The case is all over the news. and my preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests from the press. There wasn't a person on the land who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it. In the midst of the frenzy that followed, nobody knows that this was the only first move in a game far bigger. This is so interesting, Matt! Ooh! Okay, I'm already interested. I'm already very interested. We did it, chat! We did it. Oh, there we go. Save. Yay! Yay! Okay, chat. That was case 1. That was case 1. Very, very good. I'm gonna switch to this screen. All right, Matt. How do you feel about that? I mean, this is your 5th time watching it, but how you feel?
It's peak.
Yeah.
It's peak.
Yeah.
I want to know your thoughts.
I'm enjoying. This is definitely a better case than the first case of the first game. Like, it's definitely a lot more intriguing. It's more like I like it. Thank you, Seven. Thank you. I had a lot more fun with it. So there's that. Very happy with that. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very hyped up. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I can't believe it took me that long to realize, the killer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That took me a really long time. But that's okay. That's okay. Other final thoughts? I'm excited for next stream. Next time. Yeah. Oh, okay, chat. I've been streaming for 4-ish hours, so we're gonna raid. Everyone say thanks, Matt, for joining stream today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Matt, of course. It was fun, Seven. I had a good time. I don't know when we're streaming Ace Attorney next. We'll see. But yeah, Matt will be here for the rest of the game, so don't worry. This will not be the last time you see Matt. Rest assured. I'll be back. Oh, I actually have something to talk to you, Matt, after stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
thank you, Seven.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Satara.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be back on Monday, chat, which is what I want to talk to you about, Matt. So have a good weekend. We're gonna go raid Spacey. Spacey's opening some Pokemon cards right now. So yeah. Hopefully y'all have a good time. In Spacey's stream. I wish Spacey some good card openings and stuff like that. I don't have anything else to say. Do you have any final thoughts, Matt? Any final words? Parting words?
What can I say besides it's peak?
It's peak! It's literally peak! Peaking!
Peak incoming.
A peak incoming. Alright, bye, chat.